whoever's in there.
What do you mean, the people? Oh, the people dying inside.
The people in there, they made their choice, dog. It's probably something dumb as shit. I'm trying to get to fucking, Disneyland, wherever the fuck.
I got a mic to get to, bro.
Yeah, dude. Come on, bro.
Never? What about firemen?
That's for firemen, I'll pull over.
But not paramedics.
I mean, it depends. Like, it depends on like what brand it is. Like, if I look and see like the Care ones, I'm not fucking pulling over, bro. Fuck that brand. Shit. Or like, what's the off-brand?
Took that into a
Oh yeah. What's the fucking off-brand?
I know what you're talking about. So around here, like you're in Huntington Beach, so it's a little different. But we have like, I think it's called like Suncoast, where it's like an off-brand.
Yeah,
I know what
fuck
you mean.
that.
I know
I'm
what
not pulling over for them.
Sure.
I'm not pulling over for them. Some dude making minimum wage out there, saving no one. Not pulling over for shit.
Well, yeah, or they like trained. So I didn't really know about this, and the guy I was interviewing like kind of broke it down.
Sure.
Where at first he went like he had shitty jobs like at KFC, and just people were mean, and he was frying chicken. So he was like, well, I'm gonna work on a on a rig, and then after that he went and got schooling for 2 years and got like promoted within that.
Wait, he was working at KFC and thought I should save lives?
Well, yeah, he was like, I need a better job. You know what I mean?
And when some ambulance just pulled through and he's like, that's the one. Like, what?
Maybe, yeah. I should have asked him that because he was on the rig since I known him and had these crazy stories about like this junkie spit in his eye. Like, like 2 weeks ago. Like some heroin addicted
And you still
junkie.
kicked it with your homie even though he probably has HIV.
No, he was like, that was part of the story. He's like, yeah, thankfully the test came back negative. Like the guy didn't have anything.
Imagine that's how you get it.
Because that's what I was like, what did you do? Did you fucking crack that guy in the face? And he was like, I was trying to get him. No, he like just had to take it.
He low-key did, huh? He couldn't just say it.
That's what I really was like, dude, you did, right? And he was like, dude, there's two sheriffs there. I'm like, so you asked them to look away?
Yeah.
And then you fucking cracked him. And he's like, no, they're sheriffs. I'm like, dude, if he did that to the sheriffs, they're for sure doing that, dude. We're definitely going to fucking hit that motherfucker, dude.
Oh, shit.
But he took it, dude. He said, he was like, oh, we put a spit mask on. But imagine, your face, that was my face. I was like, what?
Fuck that shit, dude. I would have just dropped a clean elbow to his throat. He's laying on the table, right?
Finishing move, dude.
And respect to that junkie though for getting him right in the eye. The dude's got a good shot.
I guess he was just he was just rapid fire, like he wouldn't stop, and he was just like strung. It was just a fucked up story.
That'd be like top 2 like worst ways. But I remember back when like. I don't think it was like a craze, like the clown craze, but like there was this thing that was going around where like these people with AIDS would like infect like needles and like put them in seats at the movie theaters and shit.
I remember reading about that, but it was so batshit crazy. I'm like, I don't want that to be so real.
I'd check now. Like I did.
Holy shit,
I haven't been to the movie theater since before COVID.
How long ago was that, dude?
I can't remember the last movie I saw. It's so funny. You see people posting that shit on like Facebook. The last movie, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't remember that shit.
I'm trying to think, dude, because we have a cheap theater here. It's like $1.50 to get into.
Oh, yeah.
But they play like older movies. So it was like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh, dude, that's like 5 years old.
Yeah, but it was one like at a place. Like it wasn't the newest one. It wasn't like the oldest one. It was like in the middle. I took my niece and I was just like, dude, it's $1.50 to get in. Yeah, let's fucking charge it.
Dude.
And I was like, I love the movie.
We used to have one of those in HB, the $3 theater. It was right off of Warner and Beach, bro. But it got like shut down, and like right before it got shut down, there was this guy who was there with like his son, like his little kid son, and like they were watching some movie, and like right next to the dad, this like old man starts like touching his kid's dick and shit.
Dude,
so, like,
what the fuck?
the dad like beats the fuck out of his like, and it's like I remember that being out, and then like a couple weeks later, the place was now it's a church.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I swear to God, it's a church now.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Now it religiously happens. Oh, cool. Damn, bro. Yeah, we had, that's just right down the road. Was it called Regency?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same one here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That place was the shit.
I don't know of any children being molested there, but like reasonably priced movies and like snacks.
I got domed up there one time. It was fucking sick. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How old were you when that happened? Like high school?
Oh, yeah, high school. Yeah, it was fucking sick. Wow. We paid for one movie, even though we totally could have afforded to pay for like the second movie.
Yeah, it's only $1.50.
We just hopped in, you know.
Yeah, for sure. They don't give a fuck.
It was fuck. What's that? It was like it was a Tina Fey and like Amy, like they were both sisters who like were like popular in high school.
I feel like they've done like that.
That's every movie that
they've
done.
Movie they've done 6 times.
It was one of those. It was pretty funny. I remember like getting sucked off and just like laughing.
Like, this is awesome, but that's a good joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, dude, that's great. So it was dead though. There's nobody in the theater.
Oh no, there were people.
Did somebody look over at you and just like nod their soda like?
No, the way
What's up, dude?
the way the theater, this one anyway, was laid out is there was like the main drag, like the main seats, maybe 13. I mean, probably over exaggerating, maybe like 10 in a row, and then there'd be each aisle on the side, and there'd be like 2 seats, 2 seats, 3 seats, 3 seats, like
on the sides,
walls.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So we just had like our own little corner
on the side.
Yeah, on the side. So no one was really
I'm just thinking you're dead center, like I want a good seat, and then.
No, and I put like a hoodie over the chick and shit, but
made it classy.
Yeah, just a little bit, but it was a good time.
Yeah, what, 16?
17. I didn't even buy her popcorn or nothing. She did it just for free.
I thought you would have done the old, where you cut the hole out of the popcorn.
Nobody does that, dude.
I know, dude.
Nobody.
Why would you do that?
Like,
it's a waste of popcorn. Now your dick's all fucking buttery.
And how does that, like, you have to wait the longest time for, like, how slow chicks eat? Like, you have to wait for her to eat all that shit and then get to your dick? How big's your dick?
You can't be mashing a fucking, like, limp dick in there. It's got to be, like, a hard...
It's got to be hard.
So you got to maintain a boner
stay hard.
the whole time. I've thought a lot about this. I've seen this bit, like, when I was a kid, and I'm like, first off, that's gross. You know what I mean? It's like, how you maintain a boner that long? And hot, you put extra butter.
I will say, though, it would make, I feel like if the chick started sucking you off, like after you took the popcorn off, the bin, it would like taste better because just like butter, it tastes like popcorn or something,
Yeah.
Better than just regular skin. I think that's fucking hilarious whenever you hear like some chick be like, I don't suck dick. It's like, what? It's like, it doesn't taste, I've never sucked a dick, but I'm assuming that my dick tastes the same as like my finger skin, like just skin.
Well, I feel like it depends on the dude, right? You know what I mean? Like
if you don't shower or something.
That's what I mean. Well, there are dudes out there. You know what I mean? To be devil's advocate as a lady.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Yeah, I'm not sucking his dick with Brad Pitt or some hot dude. I feel that's a Louis joke, where it's like he doesn't suck dick, but if like the right dick presented itself,
I still wouldn't suck it unless you like.
I'm not saying
like,
you specifically.
And I don't know.
Let me selling on this dick sucking thing, man.
I'm just saying that I think it's fucking crazy that like dudes like that, like maybe not now because he kind of looks homeless, like Brad Pitt looks homeless now, but like Justin Bieber or something could like walk onto Cal State Long Beach campus, walk into any classroom and just be like, who wants to fuck me?
Yeah, I'm Justin.
Yeah.
You've probably heard my music.
Yeah.
Or you know who I am.
And every single girl in that class would be like, I'll fuck you right now.
You would think so. That's what kind of trips me out on when these celebrities get these
like rape charges. What are you doing?
Well, certain ones, dude, like I haven't wanted to bring this up, but we'll go for it.
Let's do it.
The Chris D'Elia thing.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I mean, because, dude, I saw his apology. Did you see his apology video?
Of course.
It, to me, made it worse. I've seen other people be like, oh, it's right, he's on the right path. But, like, if you watch that video, he admitted it, that there was all those messages. And he didn't address the fact that the problem is that they were 15 and 16 years old.
Yeah, you're calling them, like, women and shit.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. He kept on task of, like, because in my opinion, no one gives a fuck that, like, a rock star, which he pretty much was, is banging all sorts of chicks.
Yeah, no.
It's when it crosses that line of, like, hey, man, they're 15 and 16, and they're on, like, a public forum instead of Tinder.
Yeah.
See what I mean? If they're on Tinder and they trick the system and they turned out to be 15, so that's on fucking Tinder, like, if you're at a bar.
Right, yeah, fuck yeah.
But he has no, like, to me, it's like, hey, man, you could have been banging hot 30-year-olds.
I'll tell you what, dude, this shit's so funny, because, like, I was thinking about that, too, about how, like...
A lot of people.
But I think it's fucking hilarious, because it's just, like, he's using his straight-up Instagram, you know?
That's where I'm like, dude,
like,
what are you
wait,
doing?
what? Like,
that's not appropriate, dude.
But it's also because, like, it's kind of like he's going for, like, the fame factor, like, oh, I don't have to buy him a drink, they'll just come over to my room and fuck me.
I got that, but you can still do it, like, on Tinder or on a dating site where they
Dude's
at least
not gonna
verify.
Be on Tinder, bro.
Why not? That's what I'm just saying. It's like
because he could do what he did.
Yeah, but that's where he's like, I'm saying it's like it gets weird. Like there's 15 and 16-year-olds on that, and you're just like, hey, she's good looking, hit him up. Then it's like, oh, like Hannibal Buress has that joke about doing that. Like he's on Facebook trolling for chicks, and he's like, hey, how's it going? And then he looks on her profile. He's like, I'm in high school. He's like, oh, never mind. Ha ha ha. He's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, see, that's a mistake. And like by doing that joke, I don't think that's his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
unless
dude.
He's just hiding out in the open, which.
So
again, he did, where he's like playing a pedophile on shows,
on
and
multiple
like that's
shows.
why people are like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And he didn't address that.
Yeah.
That was my thing. It's like, okay, maybe he didn't bang him, but it's still kind of like not cool.
Dude, okay, so like I think that whole shit's weird, but then like this just happened to where there's this chick, she's super fucking hot, and she's my homie from like middle school, like later on, like now she's his ex, and so like we're like homies and shit. We talk. I wouldn't fuck her just because like it's like my homie's ex or whatever. Sure. But we talk from time to time. I'm a Colts fan. She's a Colts fan. Dude, last week, like not even last week. I swear to God, it was like 4 days ago. and this is what's funny, is she put this on her story, which is why it's also dumb for like celebrities to like slide into DMs with like their real account, because like, dude, like what chick is just like, I can't share this.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, dude. He's a mega star. Dude.
Yeah.
So
every chick's gonna, there's no way she just like takes it and not tells anyone.
Or doesn't screenshot it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, dude, I get what he's like you're saying, like you slide into the DM and you don't really think about it, but like, at some point there's a realization, like, hey, maybe this isn't the smartest thing.
Dude, so this guy who plays for the Colts, I forget what I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's actually not like old as shit. He's a rookie this year, and he was like a really good rookie.
So he's like 22, 23?
He's got to be around like my age. Yeah, he's got to like or younger. He's probably like 20.
So there you go.
Yeah.
See, it makes it way less weird.
But his message to her, and so he has the whole thing, accept this message from, and the blue check mark is like the real fucking guy, like it literally just said, how old are you?
Right. Well, how old is this chick? We didn't clarify.
My age. She's 24 or 23.
Okay. See what I mean?
But still, it's such a. So here was my.
That's what he said to her.
Is how old are you? That's it. But here's my angle on it though, is that what she just happens to be over age, sure, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like she's the only chick that dude just sent it to. He probably just mass sent that bitch out. Like he probably mass sends that out every day. Like. Who knows what he's... I'm not saying that this dude... That's why I didn't say his name. I'm not saying that this dude's like a raper or nothing, but like...
Well, I didn't... Same
it's
with
just weird.
Dude, Chris, in that case, where it's like... Maybe it was just something where he wasn't thinking, and that happened like a handful of times because he was sending out these... Like you're saying, these masks to play devil's advocate. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why wouldn't she be like...
How old are you?
How old are you? Or like not think like, hey, dude, this will be shared. Like even like... photos of super big celebrities come out later, like, and they sent them to their boyfriend or whatever, like Scarlett Johansson, right? And all her nudes came out.
Dude, that was sick.
So it's like to not think that your DMs to a private person are going to come out. Like my buddy was working at Brad Pitt's house. He just told me a story, and he decided disclosure to say he couldn't even like work there. Like he couldn't tell people that until he was wrapped with a job.
Sure.
So it was like, man, you got to be thinking like this shit is going to get out, like this information, and Brad Pitt isn't sending fucking DMs and Instagram, that shit's crazy. That's all I mean. Like, I don't know. And you're 22, so.
I'm 24, Dick.
I thought you just said you're 22, man. Either way.
No.
I like when the younger dudes get offended by it. Like, oh, I'm 24. Dude.
Hey, I just went from young 20s to like middle-aged man.
That's true. See, I'm like old now. I'm 34, so it's like a couple years. I'm like,
you're gonna pass away.
I'm gonna pass away. Dude, I'm old. I'm getting all gray and shit.
These the dogs you have in there are the last ones, dog.
That's sad. Got like 3 of them. They rotate. So, but how's COVID been for you, man? As far as like doing comedy and.
I mean, I feel like it's been ass for everybody. I had like a bunch of gigs canceled like way back or postponed, but now it's like a year fucking later, and like. I don't know, but it's been like indoor shows are starting to come back. The outdoor shows kind of... What was a puddle of water? The outdoor shows suck dick. It's like
the parks and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you came to the one that I hosted. That shit was dickweed.
Yeah, that's kind of how we have it around here, dude. So I know what you're saying. It's like other comedians that show up to support your buddy. And it's like 6 buddies, right?
Huh?
Like where it's like your buddies would show up to support your mic, and that was it. There wasn't like many.
Yeah,
other,
just the
fans, let's say, like non-comedians.
Oh, I wasn't posting that shit for like regular people to show up. Why would I want some regular people to show up to that shit?
Well, we do it at like a dog park, and it wasn't as big as that park you were at, So like some people just kind of wander in, but a lot of the time it's like it will offend them pretty quickly. And
oh yeah, dude. There was one. This was like 2 weeks ago at this park in Long Beach, and. There was like there was like a stage, like an auditorium, and there was like seats and shit. Like it was like a real fucking like thing that they probably do, like I don't know, like marching band or some bullshit.
Yeah, I've seen photos of that.
Yeah,
mic, I believe.
Yeah. And but there was fucking kids, like 12 kids. This was so weird. There was like 12 kids, and they were all skateboarding on it and like doing tricks, and so we're just standing there with our dick in our hand trying to tell jokes or whatever.
You could hear the skateboards going.
Oh yeah, well they were doing it right next to you, and they were like doing tricks and shit. But it was really weird. It was actually kind of funny because or it wasn't funny because like every comic would just start like yelling and like degrading like the kids and shit, which is like it was so dumb because it was like it's a park mic anyway, so we're like all gonna bomb, we're all on our phones, who gives a fuck? Yeah. But it's like now it's like you're just making it like, weird. Like the kids weren't like bothering us or nothing, they were just kind of
yelling at children.
Yeah, they're just minding their own business, and then every comedian would just turn around and like yell at them. I'm like, this fucking sucks. But
did you yell at the kids too, or
no? I didn't fucking.
I think I didn't.
I think it was funny. I forgot what I said. I said something along the lines of, because like there were a couple of them said that like these are like the youth of the future or whatever, the children of whatever our future. And I think that it's kind of funny because like those fucking little black kids, like there's no way that half of them even see 18. Like like.
Well, it's that. It's like, dude, the skateboarding kids of even our like I'm a little older, but your generation, my generation, like they weren't looked at as like the kids making
the difference.
Like they were the skateboard kids that later became like tattoo artists or MMA fighters,
which is fine.
Of course. Well, that's what I mean. It's just like you're ripping into these kids like they're going to be our future politicians. Yeah. It's like, nah, dude, that's never how that worked. That's why they're fucking skateboarding, dude. They're hanging out in a park.
Dude, the creepiest part about it, though, was that there was, they were all young, dude. I remember, like, so, like, a couple people asked, like, a couple of them were, like, 9, like,
Jesus,
like
dude.
10. Yeah,
like
they were young.
30-year-old open micers, like, be like, you fucking kids, like, you look like the asshole, dude.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's what I was like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing, They're
look like assholes.
They're just minding their own business, But there was, like, this one kid who was, like, way bigger. He was, like, the size of me. And this, like, it turns out this kid was, like, he was, like, 16, right? Okay. But he was like making out with this chick the whole time, and she looked like she was like the 9-year-old, and so like we were all kind of just like, it was fucking weird, man.
Oh,
he was like the kid.
To bring it back to the previous.
Yeah,
topic,
dude, he was like the kid of the little kids or some shit.
Jesus,
he was like grabbing on her ass and like kissing her and shit.
Yeah, but he's like the 16-year-old hanging out with the 9-year-old.
Yes,
See, that
yes,
was what
dude.
was like with skateboarding, bro. Like that would happen.
I never did that shit.
No. But what I mean is like you'd be hanging out at a skate park and there would be like 10-year-olds and like 16-year-olds, right? And there would be that divide. Sorry.
You good?
So it was like that weird, like, why is this 16-year-old hanging out with these 12-year-olds? You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's legal, but like weird, shady shit between 16 and 12. Like 16-year-old's definitely doing drugs and having sex, or like the 12-year-old, probably not.
Unless it's with the 16-year-old like this chick was.
That's what I mean, where it still is kind of weird. Or if you're the dad of the 12-year-old and it's like, what you been doing, honey?
Yeah.
You learning making out with a 16-year-old at the skate park, like
learning new tricks. So dumb. Or imagine being like the dad of like the 16-year-old, like giving him condoms, thinking he's like banging chicks his age. He's like,
I'd be furious.
Banging a kid. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Dude.
It's like, what are you doing with these? Dude. Yeah, I don't support hitting a kid, but at that point,
that'd be so funny.
I'd be so upset. I was like, what did I do wrong here?
Just imagining like the kid try to like rationalize it. It was like her pussy bleeds.
Oh, Jesus,
dude. She gets her periods, and the dad's like, is it only when you fuck?
Off. Yeah. Kid's laughing the head's like, dude, dad.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta go to a different school, son. You're in high school. She's in junior high. You fucking weirdo.
If that.
Yeah, well, that was what you just described.
Yeah, dude, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with, like, see how it gets weird? Like, it's better when it's, like, people are above, like, even when it's, like, a 25-year-old and, like, that 60-year-old dude, and it's just like,
A 60-year-old dude?
Yeah, like 25-year-old
You saw that thing with LeBron then?
No.
Oh, shut up, dude. That shit was so
serious,
funny.
Dude. Like, so what happened now? I'm like...
LeBron and the Lakers were playing in, I think it was Atlanta, and so they're allowed to have like limited amount of fans inside the arena. Okay. And there was this couple that was like on the floor, and like LeBron like starts like yelling at him and like telling this bitch like shut the fuck up. And
the blonde chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Where like she was with like this 70-year-old man.
Okay, no.
Yeah, dude. So
the whole story there.
So her husband that LeBron was yelling at was like this 70-year-old man. So Twitter had like a fucking field day.
I did. I saw it, and she was like, "I'd fuck you up," right?
Yeah.
So I did see this, and I
LeBron.
was laughing so hard with my buddy. I'm like, and I don't really follow it that much. When I see shit like that, those are the stories I love.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I fucking missed this part. So
this dude's old.
They're sitting courtside at probably like. They're ludicrously rich, right?
Oh, it has to be. Well, the dude is.
Well, that's what I meant. That's why. So he's 70. She's what, like 30?
If that.
Right.
She was like.
She just looked like she had a bunch of work done, like her lips and
in
her
the video,
face
she said she was 25, but she looked like 40.
I just remember, like I said, like seeing her like that. Them having the exchange where LeBron's like, fucking, whatever he was saying. Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. And she's like popping off with her fucking inflated face and her lips and just like, I'll fuck you up. It's like, dude, what are you talking about, dude?
I would love to see that. Just like her rush and LeBron just drop her with like a left hook.
Dude, she could swing as hard as she could. You couldn't even, I don't even think reach his face. Like you're going to punch him like in the chest and just look, it would look like a cartoon where he's like, what, 6'8", 2...
He's fucking huge.
Yeah,
he's LeBron James.
Well, he's amongst all these other like humongous athletes, so you don't really,
you
know what I mean?
Tell.
When you see them in real life, you're like, oh my god, and you like, You know, my buddy plays pro ball overseas in Italy, and he's 6'10". And anytime he walks into any room, the whole fucking room looks at him. You know what I mean? And it's like, same with me, dude. Every time I see him nowadays, like, you look up at this dude.
Have you seen that thing where this guy who's like 7 feet tall carries around like this card where he just like hands it to people and it's like, yeah, I'm 7'2" or like whatever.
Oh, just so he doesn't have to answer.
Yeah, just so he doesn't have to answer. And then at the bottom it's like, yeah, I want this card back. And like he takes it back.
He fucking jokers him the fucking card. Like, no, I don't want to answer this question. Give me back my card.
Yeah, shit's so funny.
Hilarious.
It's like, the card was so sarcastic. It's like, yes, I'm 7'2" or something like that. And then it's like the next one was, yes, I know that's tall. The next one's like,
don't play basketball.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Like,
And then it's like, give me my card back.
All the dumbass questions that you have to fucking
don't
ask.
play basketball.
How tall are you? Yeah, because that's the thing, and we don't. But it's just so primal of like seeing someone that big.
Yeah,
like a bodybuilder guy. Like we see it online and we know of them, but
right.
when you see them in person, you just can't help but just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's the same with face tattoos. Like, they've become, like, more common, but still when you see them in the wild, it's like, what the fuck?
All right, dude. So, speaking of face tattoos and COVID comedy, bro.
Yeah, please.
So, I think, what's today? Sunday?
Yeah,
so,
7th,
2 nights ago, someone just hit me up asking me to send them the voice memo of this, and I'm not going to do it.
You recorded this at, like, you do?
On voice memo, though.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything like this was going to go down. But, dude, I got fucking booed off stage by the Mongols Biker Gang.
Get the fuck out of here,
like the most like notorious biker gang in LA.
Dude, real quick, so I took my mom to the airport yesterday, dude.
Nice.
And we were early as fuck flight. She had to be there early, and we're cruising. Fucking 8 Hells Angels passed us, like in color, like fucking going fast, dude. Because I saw him in the rear, and I
in the airport.
Over. No, on the freeway, on the 405, getting there. But it was early as fuck, and they're flying their colors to just remind. And I'd never seen them in person like that. And I was like, that's fucking tight. And like you're telling the story. So you got booed off stage by the competing biker gang, right? Like
the Hells Angels rivals.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
But like these dudes are like fucking badasses, you know, like
how old are they? Like,
dude, these dudes were like, all right, so like this dude was like, this is like their home bar. I was doing comedy in like their home bar. Okay, so I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, set it up. You're at their bar.
So I'm at their bar in Hacienda Heights, which is kind of a shithole. Like, but it's like it's like a nice shithole. You know, it's like it's not like you know they have Shell and shit. Like it's not like the shittiest of holes. But
it's like not the nicest, not the shittiest. It's
it's right in the middle. Like it's not like Compton or Inglewood or something, you know. But like it's still like I wouldn't live there, you know. But
did you show up to the bar thinking something like this? Like you were like, oh, this
no.
is not
So 2 weeks ago, I did. So Jeff Garcia, who did the voice of Jimmy Sheen and Jimmy Neutron, Happy Feet, this dude's been doing comedy for like 20 years. This guy's a fucking legend, right?
And that's who you're featuring for this.
Yeah, and so
sweet,
I did a show with him at that same place like a week and a half ago, and I fucking like destroyed.
Right, yeah, I saw you posted that, and you did real well. And he invited you to this show.
So then he was like, he hit me up, and he's like, dude, you fucking killed it last week. And so like last week that I did,
it
was like,
felt really good.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking ecstatic, bro. I was looking
super stoked.
It's like 45 minutes away from my house too. So like the whole drive to get there for like this, and okay, so after that, so like after I crushed that one show, dude, driving back, dude, fuck yeah,
you were elated,
like,
you were stoked.
I was stoked, bro.
Did he ask you the end of that show, or did
no? This was later. This was later.
Did well on your
yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
On the way to this one, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm about to fucking destroy this shit again. Like, it's fucking sick. Like, this fucking...
This opportunity, shit's happening.
Yeah, dude.
COVID.
Yeah, even in COVID, I was like, this is fucking sick, dude. Go. Yeah, and so like, I get there, and there was people. And so I was like, all right.
And there were people.
Yeah, so like last time there was like 100 people. And so, but it's a bar. So like the fact that I had a great set is rare, because it's a fucking bar show. Like,
sure,
it felt like I was doing like the belly room, dude. It was like,
awesome.
It was ridiculous, right?
And this is the same room?
The same exact fucking room. And so like, I don't know if I just got too confident or what, based on how I did last time, right?
Okay.
So I get there. The host guy who hosted last week is like in Arizona or Vegas or some bullshit. So he's not there. And so like, Jeff gets there, and like the DJ, so there's like maybe 50 people here this time. The DJ is like, oh, like Jeff's on his way, like you guys will figure all that shit out, whatever. And so I think Jeff showed up like a little bit like intoxicated or something. And so like he's like, we're in the back. He's like, let's make this shit interesting. And I was like, all right. He's like, let's do like, so it's me, this 21-year-old kid. We'll get to that later. This 21-year-old, bro, you're not gonna believe this shit. This 21-year-old kid who's Indian. this guy, Sancho, who's pretty cool. I've talked to him a couple times, and this chick who I've never seen before.
So there's like 5 people on the bill, including the headliner.
So it's Jeff, me,
yeah,
Sancho, this Indian kid, and this chick. So 4.
Okay.
Wait, am I retarded?
5, yeah.
5. All right,
5,
whatever. All right, so me
4
plus me
features
plus.
and then the headline.
Yeah. So he goes like this. He's like, let's do like let's make it a competition. Like winner gets $50. I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you talking about? Well, is he in the competition or
Jeff?
between you?
No. Yeah. So
like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You got 20 years in, you're murdered. I only hope to not fail right now. What the fuck? What kind of bar is he setting?
No, he wasn't.
I want to win. I need a win tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to slaughter these young children.
No.
Go ahead. So between the 4 features, he puts a competition.
$50.
$50.
And we pulled
Each,
straws.
or was it just he
whoever
put
wins.
50
He put $50 up, straight up. Whoever wins.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Which is kind of cool. And so I was like,
pressure though.
And so I was like, oh fuck yeah, like, and like all these other dudes are like I knew, and I was like, oh, I'm the funniest fucking one here.
That's what in your mind. That's
yeah.
what you said.
And it's like, and like
I got this.
I got this. Yeah.
Mine.
And so we pulled straws to whoever hosts, Sancho hosts, and like Jeff was like on one or something, dude. Like this dude was like being brutally honest or some shit. He because of last week.
The judge of this.
No. And so but just in the back office green room, whatever.
Sure.
Dude, he was like so he asked Sancho what his name was, and Sancho's like, oh, I'm Sancho Sanchez, and he's like, cut the shit. What's your real name? And I was like, what the fuck? Here's the thing.
Dude?
I had no idea that Sancho's real name wasn't Sancho, and so then Sancho was like, Mark. I was like, what the fuck? How the hell did this dude he's like, I've been in the game for so long, dude. Like, don't come with like a fake bullshit name, like blah blah. Just like going into like
Sancho is something in Spanish, right? Sancho.
I don't know. Jeff is Hispanic as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's
there's
why
like
I
that whole
him on it, right away. It's like, nah, what
yeah.
I'm not introducing you like that. Is basically what he
That's
said,
exactly
right?
what he said.
What's your real fucking name?
Yeah, what's your real name?
That.
And so
what's that little Dirk? No, I'm not. What's your name?
Yeah.
Steve? All right.
That's exactly what it was. He's like, I'm not going to bring you up as that. And so here's the thing. Jeff had to leave, right?
Funny.
And so Jeff went up first and then brought the host up. So he gave the host the $50 to whatever. So at the end of the night, we all have to be on stage like, oh, give it up for whatever, clap, and then whoever gets the most audience reaction wins the $50.
But wasn't Jeff headlining the show?
Yeah. And so he goes up
first.
He goes up first.
Does his headliner time?
He actually only ended up doing like 10 to 15 minutes because it sucked. Like the crowd was garbage, right? And so in the crowd, it was like these loud ass chicks, and he just kind of fucked around for a little bit, and then he's like, all right, your host for the evening, brought up his host. The guy eats dick, and then he brings up the chick, and when the chick is on stage, he brings me and this other guy in the back, and he's like, she's not winning, you know this, right? And I was like, what? And so then I had a couple drinks in me, so I was like, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
So yeah, dude, whatever.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yeah, I was like, come on, dude. And so he's like, I've seen you before. You're fucking hilarious. I've never seen you before. Like blah blah blah. And so in my eyes, I'm like, oh, he's just saying I'm gonna win. Fuck yeah, dude. Like let's get it. You know,
okay.
Let's fucking get it. Like, and so
got this
we go back out there. This chick doesn't tell one joke. She just does karaoke. She's singing and shit. But the whole crowd's paying attention, and she's but she's just singing. So she has the DJ playing music. She's just singing, and so I'm like,
oh, okay.
I'm like, all right, cool. One chick's out, I'm like, fucking. Now I have a 1 in 3 chance, and one of the dudes hosted, So
right.
I'm like, I really have a 1 in.
The host just did horrible.
So I'm like, I have a 1 in 2 chance, and so then, right before he brings up the Indian guy, Jeff comes back on stage, and he just starts fucking around some more, bombs again, and then gets back on stage.
Let's make things really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up to another 10 and bring the energy way down. Good luck, kid. God damn it, dude.
And then
this is a rough fucking story,
dude. It's so bad.
Yeah.
And then he brings... And
no momentum.
This is 2 days ago, dude.
Yeah.
And so then he brings the... Dude, the whole time I'm sitting there dude, this is going to suck dick. And then he brings the host back on, to a silent room, even though the host, and then the host was
couldn't bring it back.
Right?
Right?
He dead ass. He does a set, bombs again, brings up the host, and the host goes, "All right, so your next comic is." And
he didn't even do time and try to make.
Yeah,
it better.
so oh my God. Jeff should have just brought up the next guy, but he just didn't know the guy's name, and so he didn't bring the fucking guy up.
To introduce him.
Yeah. This guy goes up, eats dick, but this kid's 21 years old. You could tell he hasn't been doing it maybe that long or whatever.
Sure.
I don't know how long he's been doing it or whatever, but.
Sounds like a rough room either fucking way, dude. Even if he's had 2 years in, it's ugh.
Yeah, the table of chicks, it was like loud and shit. Like instead of like
super drunk loud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole bar, the whole dude. Nobody was like paying attention. Yeah, nobody was paying attention. It was just a shitty bar show. Like
it was Saturday and people hadn't been out in a year and just got way too hammered.
Regular shitty bar show, right? That just happened to be with like 10 Mongols there, like with all their bikes out front.
So it wasn't a whole. It was just like a good.
Yeah, it was a good amount of them, and like face tattoos, fucking all face. Like I couldn't even
blasted in the face.
I can't even see like what race. I know they're all white in that fucking gang.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I can't see what fucking. Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
I googled it, and they target blacks with their crimes and shit. Yeah, like shit like that. Like, but like hardcore shit where like they'll like I looked it up, like they're the most notorious gang. Like they'll just murder people like if you disrespect their gang, like shit like that. And
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
Yeah, so I was
I'm
like,
talking about dude, I saw the Hells Angels really
so
tight,
badass.
Right? It's like it's like no, it's not at all.
Yeah, it's not like
telling me this. It's like oh Jesus,
bro, like.
What is it? Sons of Anarchy, right? That's the show, the biker show.
Yeah, I think so.
Made this theme like, dude, it's tight,
it's
right?
Tight,
it's
yeah.
cool.
No, they're actually out here like killing and like
murdering people
and like women are property and shit. Like it's so.
I have heard that. Now that I'm like saying this, I regret getting so excited.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see the colors, mom? Mom, did you see that? Like,
and like really, they would call your mom like a wench. You know, like
probably, dude.
Like, what's with the whore in the front seat? Put her in the back. You know?
Yeah, well, she's a doctor, like well educated. No, her brothers were in biker gangs. They were never like in them. They were kind of just like, I guess affiliates or whatever, because they would sell drugs and do drugs with the bikers.
Yeah.
But like, so I kind of grew up with that, where I was like, oh, that's pretty tight. Like,
it's kind of
like, it's
tight.
not like I get, you know what I mean, when you really scratch the surface.
Right.
I just like biker tattoos and the fact that they were like, you know, not some nerdy.
Yeah,
housewife.
dude. Yeah, just these guys are covered, bro, and they're big, dude. And so like I'm like, so the Indian guy bonds, whatever. But like like his like rookiness, maybe like instead of like maybe crowd working the chicks or doing whatever, he like.
Do you
like,
think it would have worked though? Honestly, were people?
It would have worked better than
what he did.
What he did, he like just turns and like starts calling them bitches, and like so I'm like, fuck, dude, like I gotta follow this.
So he goes aggressive on a room that's already not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's an interesting move.
Shit like that only works like rarely when like they're already on your side. When they're already like on your side.
If the room's on your side and one person's clearly being an asshole and you call them an asshole, that's like the only time it works.
And so like. He just called them bitches, and then like now the crowd's like super not paying attention.
And the Mongols like, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah, no, but like they were in the front. So like the way this place was set up is there was like a pool table, and all the Mongols were sitting around this pool table like right in the front, and then it's like
that's
the rest of the people in the back.
At all.
Yeah, dude, and like also there was
were
no
they
spotlight.
Laughing at all?
So hold on.
Did any of the bikers laugh?
Hold on. And so, but the way that the host for last week has the spotlight. So they didn't have a spotlight. So not only is the room like lit up, so they can see like if the lights are on, like in this like there's not dark.
You can see the patrons, but not the performer.
No, you could see everyone. Like the lights are just it's like this. The lights were on.
Oh, for everything.
Yeah, for everything. For everything. Yeah. You could see everything. You could see all the people, and they could see you. Like I could see you how much the dude just bought his drink for in the back. It's lit.
So you could see non-laughter from front to back.
Yes.
Cool.
And so then I go up there, and so I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, dude. Like I'm gonna do my thing. Like it doesn't matter. Like I've seen people eat shit before, and then I followed it. I killed. I'm still good, you know. And so
you're still this confident.
No, I wasn't confident. I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't about to just eat shit.
This was your internal mind, because to me, I would have been shitting bricks. Like, oh man, this has been bad.
Yeah, no,
for an hour and a half now.
I was like, nah, this is gonna be fucking killer. Like, I'm a fucking.
Hell yeah, dude.
So like, you know, just to, like get myself like going, because like if
let me ask you this real quick.
Sure.
I know you're trying to get to it, but like, what did you do? Do you always do this that like psychs yourself up for the? Because this seems fucking horrific.
No. Usually I'll just go up there.
I'm gonna.
No, usually I'm just like empty-minded. Like I'll just like look at my set list and I'll go up and I'll just do my thing. You know.
Right before though, like you don't get nerves or anything. Like you were.
No, not really.
Like, you're just
not really. Just just quarterbacking, you know. But like,
my nerves are all over the place.
Really?
Yeah. Right before I go up, I'm fucking all over. But as soon as I settle in, I'm good.
Yeah. You know Well, it's kind of like that. You know, the first laughter cuts in and then you're just like.
Yeah.
Like
that's
goes away.
What I mean.
But I get up there and like first joke hits.
Oh, nice.
Second joke did not.
Were these long? Did you quick hitter?
Yeah, always.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But you got like quick hitter style where you're like boom, boom.
Which is great for bar shows and shit,
sure.
and club shows. It's like goes both ways. Like the Indian guy tried like telling stories and shit, and it's like, dude, like it's a bar show. You can't tell stories,
and
dude.
No one's paying attention.
Yeah, you know, it's like by the time like you get to whatever punchline you think's gonna be your punchline, like it's just.
No one's.
I already forgot what you already talked about. You know, like what the fuck are you talking about?
Most of the way through.
Like, oh, the joke was about your mom. I thought you were talking about your dad. What are you fucking talking about?
So you got one off, and then the second one just fell short.
I went like a joke about myself, about my name, and then the second one I went with.
Did that work?
Yeah, it worked.
With
them.
So
yeah.
did the bikers laugh though?
Yes,
that's
they
who
did.
I would give a fuck about making laugh.
They laughed.
Like the guy with the face tattoos. That's who I'm aiming at.
They laughed, right?
Nice.
And so like this next one, it was like a joke, like a racial joke about like Asians, right?
Okay.
Didn't work. And so I'm
Really?
like, oh fuck. And so like
you just described the Mongols perfectly. That seems like right.
Yeah,
up their alley.
right up their alley. And like basically like
right guys, and they were like, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. But like the payoff at the end of the joke is that like I'm not going to go into the bit, but it's basically like a pro-white joke, you know. And so I'm like,
they should have loved.
They should have loved it, bro.
Been all over.
I've done it in black rooms and it's destroyed, which makes no sense, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead with your story.
Dude. And so like I'm like, oh fuck. And so then I go into like the next, and then I do this joke about my mom being an alcoholic. It hits, and so I'm like, okay, got him back.
Yeah.
Next joke about my mom being an alcoholic. Nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? And usually, like this series that I do, like it like levels up, and then it's like bang, 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 dude. So it went like bang,
fizzle.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Did it bang or no? It just fizzled.
It just fizzled out. And the rest of the set was trash, except one joke. I don't know if you ever heard my joke about like me and my friends, like, would you bang the 12-year-old at the mall thing?
I don't remember. I've seen you twice. I don't know. I remember your mom bits, and they build to that. I don't. Maybe, dude.
Basically, it's this joke where I talk about how like my friends are fucked up, and we were at the mall one time, and this one guy pointed at a 12-year-old girl, and he was like, "Yo, bro, like, would you smash?" I'm like, "Oh, like, fuck no, dude. Like, she's fat." That fucking destroyed. Like, it's like with these bikers,
Mongols
bro.
Loved it.
They loved it, bro. And so I'm like, okay, cool. I got him back. Nope, fucking. Then I go into this. This is where it goes downhill. Right after that joke, I'm like, okay, cool. Now they're on my side. I could go into this newer bit about like prison, and they've all totally been to fucking prison.
Yeah.
And the bit starts off with me going, "Has anyone here ever been to prison?" The whole place gets quiet. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude.
Fellas?
Yeah.
You should have fuck, did you? Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, because I'm
should've.
fucking leaning into those dudes big time on that.
Oh, shit.
You're going for that joke, because I have a bit about prison, too. I'll let you finish your joke, but
I'm not gonna
appreciate it.
I'm not gonna get like into the joke
Sure.
but like basically like I talk about how like my friend, who's a true story, my friend got out of prison, and he told me that it's not gay unless you finish. And so, like, I think that's fucking hilarious to think about some dude just being like, all right, man, like, I'm about to bust, like, hop off, you know, type of shit. Like, but I also, like, basically the whole thing is that I kind of go, like, what does it even matter, you know, like, if people think you're gay, you know, because it's like, I just love picturing, I think it's fucking hilarious to, like, picture some guy who's in there serving life in prison for, like, chopping up his family, being like, cut the gay shit, bro, I'm trying to get into heaven. It's like, that's the fucking joke. That dude, no, they fucking hated it. They fucking hated it. All of a sudden,
well,
so
yeah, because I think it struck a nerve, like the way you tell it, like probably struck a nerve.
Yeah,
it's like you kind of describe them to a T, maybe.
Maybe they got a little, like they've definitely sucked a little dick or something.
Maybe
in prison
because that does happen, bro. And like my joke, I don't want to say is exactly the same, but it's similar. Where I was watching the Aaron Hernandez documentary, where I came up with the premise. It was just like, you're serving life in prison. You've heard me do this joke, right? I was like,
maybe.
I asked like, you go to jail serving life.
Oh yeah, how soon?
How long until you have a prison boyfriend? For me, I'm like, that's day one shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just need a big man to hold me, let me know everything's okay. And like, I don't know, it kind of takes the edge. And I did that joke in front of this fucking trucker dude who'd definitely been in prison. And he liked my set. He bought me beers afterwards. And this dude looked like Lemmy from Motorhead.
Really?
He looked like he had tattooed sleeve, definitely been in prison. And we talked about it after my set, dude. And he mentioned going to prison. He was like, I never did nothing like that, bro. I was like, but he liked the joke, dude. He thought it was funny. He thought the joke was funny. And made it a point. He bought me a beer after and told me, he's like, I've been to prison and I didn't suck no dick, but like, I like that joke, you know.
That's
but,
funny.
I can see where the Mongols heard that joke, and that's when they fucking booed.
So no, so like after that, like I would go. It would be like then like this one guy who's like I guess like the leader or some shit. He was like the one like being in command. Yeah, he did. He was fucking like buff, whatever. I will never forget his face ever. Period. Like, I could draw it for you. Like,
do you have pictures of these guys?
I have a video from when Jeff was on stage and and it's funny because I listened to it like the next morning because I was recording. I didn't hear what he said really, but like I caught it on audio and he literally says like, "Oh, there's only one black guy here. Mongols, you do your thing." type of thing. And so I didn't realize it until the morning. And I was like, oh shit, like fuck, if I had paid attention to that, I would have known that these dudes, because I didn't really know who they were. Like, I didn't know the fucking Mongols, like whatever. I
didn't either.
I knew all this shit after I like Googled them later, and I was like, oh cool, these guys they have more territory than Hell's Angels, you know? And I was like, oh
You're
fuck,
like,
these dudes.
I'm glad that I didn't go worse.
And they kill, yeah, dude, they fucking kill people for like no reason. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so like after every joke after that, the dude would just be like, fall off the stage, you suck, like shit like that. The Mongol guy, yeah. You fall off the stage, get off the stage, are you done yet? Like type of shit like that. And so like, I'm like, ah, fuck.
Dude.
And so like,
how many minutes in roughly are you?
Dude, this was like 7 minutes in. So like it was like,
how many minutes are you supposed to do? 10?
10 to 12, whatever I wanted. Okay. And so like,
probably 10 at this point.
Yeah, or less.
Well, all right.
Then I went into this series of jokes about the military. And guess who happened to serve in the military?
All of the Mongols.
Yeah, this fucking guy. I don't know about the rest of them, but this fucking guy was yelling at me. He's like, I was in the military, and I was like, all right, fuck, dude, it's already too late.
Why did you do that? Like,
it's like,
did it help out your career now, bud? Like,
dude, it's like I go into this, and like, I go into this joke. First one, bombs. And then he's like, you fucking suck, like all this shit.
Jesus, dude.
Second one, bombs. And now my confidence is gone, and they're just feeding on me, dog, like sharks, bro. I'm like, fuck. And like, so the rest of the crowd is now anti-me. Because they're just like, now this is kind of fun to watch this kid bomb.
Now the Mongols are crushing. And like,
yeah.
Are they getting laughs? Like,
no. Nobody's laughing at anything. Most of the people aren't even paying attention. But the cool part is there were people that laughed at everything I was saying. There were people enjoying it.
Okay.
So
it wasn't
a total
L.
fucking, yeah, it was not a total L. There were people enjoying it.
I was like, dude, like somebody yelling you suck, that has not happened. Like, people have notably like been looking and been like, and turned around.
Yeah.
Kind of the more respectful you suck, but
and
yelling
then,
you suck is. How did you take it? Did you just?
I just kept going, bro. I was like, because I realized how big these dudes were, and so I was like, and I wasn't there with like Dom or Brandon or anything. So I was like,
fucking dude.
I think Jeff Garcia's gonna take a punch from me.
You know, I don't, dude. Even if Dom did, like, he's your boy.
Okay, well, Dom was not gonna. He was not gonna take on a gang.
No, he was not gonna. Like, I don't think. Dom,
I would have felt more confident.
Sure.
To say something to them had I been there with like a crew. You know, or something.
Who's your crew, though? We're comedians. That's
Dom.
What I'm like. Yeah, Dom. Like, I met a dude. He's got a big, cool... He's, like, intimidating. Like, I guess, like me. Like, I'm intimidating to other comedians, I guess.
But not to the Mongols.
The Mongols are bitching the fuck out, dude. Nah, dude.
Bro, they all had, like, their guns and shit on them and shit. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Fuck
exactly.
yeah, dude.
What the fuck is Dom gonna do?
Yeah.
You like my beard and tattoos? Like, I like your tattoos, bro. That's the best that we can hope for, bro.
Oh, you got a gun? Good, you're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, bro.
Dude, I always, Dom always talks about, like, he knows that one day, like, outside of some show somewhere random, like, he's gonna end up, like, having to, like, fight some guy for me. And, like, I just think that's so funny to think about.
That to you?
Yeah. And I think that's fucking funny to think about, like from my perspective, like, if Dom was fighting some guy that I pissed off, and then, like, that guy, like, knocks out Dom, like, just what would go through my head. Like, just watching my boy Dom
pretty bad.
No, knowing that, like, I wouldn't give a fuck if Dom got... No, I'm just kidding.
Really? Because of you? I feel so bad. Like,
no,
man.
I was thinking, okay.
My boy's here, like, motherfucking just fucking drooling on himself. Like, I don't give a fuck. I got work in the morning.
Dude, you're such a nice guy that your immediate thought went to Dom. And
yeah, you just said he got knocked out. Your boy just got knocked out because of your joke. And what's your immediate thought?
Mine was, oh shit,
fries.
No, my next thought was, I'm next. I gotta... what about me?
I gotta go up. I gotta go up now. Dude, one of my first weeks doing comedy, that kind of happened. Like, a buddy, like the first person I befriended in comedy, was getting into it. This guy in the crowd, and it was this big old dude. He didn't have, like, a crew of Mongols dudes, but I remember just being like, dude, are we about to fight? Like, it was just this weird vibe. And I was like, it didn't happen, but... Yeah,
bro,
man,
yeah.
That's fucking
then they
gnarly.
booed after this last joke, and then I didn't even get, like, I still had, like, 3 more minutes to go. And the guy starts booing, and then his homies start booing, and then I just, like, you could hear on the audio recording, and I just go, fuck this. I just got off stage. I was like, I was like, I'm done with this. Like, there's no winning him back from that. But I listened back to the tape, and I wasn't going to. I was like, fuck, because I was really bummed. Like, afterwards, I was like, this fucking sucks. Because then I had, like, a 45-minute drive home. And I was
Did you immediately leave?
Oh, yeah. No. It gets better. It was a fucking contest, bro. So, and I closed the show, dude. And so I get off stage, and and Jeff was gone. He didn't even see any of this. And so, like, within a minute of me getting booed off stage, I had to go back on stage and have them be like, so, how much did you like this guy?
And who won?
The chick who sang.
That's saying. And
dude, and so immediately, this is where I was saying the 21-year-old kid and like his lack of experience in the world. I get off stage, right?
Yeah.
I go back into this corner that had the comics in it, and it was like this weird like room, but the wall was gone, so you could still see everything. We're like dead ass right in front of the fucking Mongols who are facing us. Like they're fucking like it was like they're sitting like this. The room was over here. Like they could just go like this. Oh, that's them. Like they're right there, right fucking there.
Yeah.
I get off stage, and immediately this guy, this 21-year-old like Indian kid who also bombed, puts his arm over my shoulder, and immediately I was like, "Take your fucking arm off!"
Yeah, what are you doing?
And it's like, and then he goes, "All right." Like I don't know, like
COVID, bro.
like
Get the fuck off me.
No, that's not why. I don't want.
I know it's a good excuse to just. What are you doing?
I don't care about being an asshole. I was like, "Get your fucking arm off me, dude."
Yeah.
And so then he did, and then he was just like, "What happened?" And then I saw like I started explaining, like with the main Mongol guy, like what was going down.
What happened on your set?
Yeah.
Was he fucking watching? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, watching
He
and
made
like
you explain the fucking set?
I didn't explain it, but he was just like he just asked like what happened because he clearly saw the guy booing me and shit. He was just like what happened, you know? And so I explained, and then he goes, "Which guy?" And so I explained where the guy was located, right? And this fucking kid goes, "Him," and points. And I fucking smacked this kid's arm down. I was like, "Are you fucking insane? Like, are you? This kid's here to get me my ass kicked." Like, it's like, I was like, "Dude, you don't fucking point at a family at Disneyland. You don't fucking point at the fucking.
Don't point at people, man.
You don't point at
What
the
is wrong with
fucking drunk ass Mongols in their bar."
You just watched what happened.
Dude,
I tried to explain it to you, and then that was your reaction to point at the big scary guy?
The guy goes, "Him?" I was like, "Are you fucking insane?"
Was the guy looking? Did you see if he was looking?
I did not look. That's immediately after that. Like we went up on stage, and I straight up, as soon as I straight up lost, I literally just walked off stage through the back. I didn't say goodbye to nobody. I just fucking left. And I got in my car. I'm out.
There's no need to say goodbye to people.
Yeah, I was fucking out, bro. I was fucking out. That was fucking. It was
But
so
you didn't
ass.
talk to any of the Mongol dudes. Like they just booed you off stage and they left you
left.
alone though.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
didn't,
Yeah.
make it a
Maybe
point
if
to
I had
hey,
stayed around.
Funny guy.
Yeah. No, they didn't like fuck around. But it just
We
sucks.
talked to you.
It just sucks so much dick because it was like, I fucking like, killed it.
Yeah, the week before.
Week before.
Same room.
Same room.
Jokes.
Same
you
jokes
run it
plus
like
a
a
couple
little
new
different?
ones because I was doing a longer set,
Yeah.
and then just nothing.
Dogs.
But that's just how the fucking bar
Yeah.
shows go.
For sure.
But I think it is kind of funny that you were talking about like comics getting in fights. Dude, the funniest fucking shit ever was did you ever do Anchor Bar in Costa Mesa, Newport
No.
Beach?
Uh-uh.
Dude, this was the greatest open mic of all time, bro. It ended up it had been going on every Monday for like 8 years straight. The fucking best, dude. Like every once in a while, like their minimum be 20 people, real people, minimum 20 people. It was like a show.
Cool.
Maximum, and every single time that I can remember, there was like 100+ people.
Wow, like non-comics, like people
Yeah,
there.
and it was a 6-hour show, and so like it was broken up into 3 2-hour sectionals. So it'd be from 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to whenever everybody ends up getting up.
Was it like a lottery style, or were you like
No,
slotted?
so Evan Cassidy hosted it, and it would like you'd be booked on either the 6, the 8, or the 10, and then whoever gets put up, that's just in his head. Like it's just however the show progresses, he plugs in the next comic that he thinks would keep it like going.
But he has X amount of comics that would get.
Yeah, and there'd be the
done.
list and shit.
Yeah.
And so like the prime sweet spot was like 8. So like I really quickly got in his good graces, and I got in the 8 every fucking time, and that fucking like amazing, bro. Like fucking
Nice,
like
dude.
amazing, right?
Yeah, if you're performing to 100 people or even 20, like that's awesome.
And it's an open mic.
Right,
So like
that's right, an
there'd
open
be
mic,
people
yeah.
going up there and like that suck dick, you know. So like it'd be really funny, and so like which would be funny because like most of the time I'd end up having to follow someone that just like sucked ass because he can't have 2 suck asses in a row.
Right, he'd push you up and be like, "Hey, dude, make this better now."
Make this better now, because if 2 suck ass in a row, that's when you start seeing people like, I think we've stayed long enough.
You're
And
right. It's awkward.
They
long
finish their beer and they leave.
Yeah.
And so like and it's like he really worked it masterfully. Like
Nice.
it's like it worked, bro.
It's an art, dude, doing that for sure.
Dude, so this is the either the last time or the second to last time before COVID, and so like the now the bar is out of business. Like this place will never come back.
Yeah, I saw you posted it. That was the bar you just
that was
posted
the bar.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer,
Packed
man.
out every time, and me and this guy Sean Levy are outside talking, just catching up or whatever, because it had been a minute since I've seen this guy. Crazy story why he kind of dipped away from comedy, and it's so funny. When this guy shows up, Adam. And I'm not gonna say his last name, but there's a lot of Adams. Adam Sepulveda shows up.
Okay.
And he says, "What's up, guys?" Like whatever. He just gets there, dude. Like I already went up. Everybody else already went up. Like me and Sean. I already went up. So we're like just talking outside, and then we're gonna like dip because it's like now the end of the 8 o'clock show. This dude shows up for his spot on the 10 o'clock show.
Okay.
He goes inside, just shows up, right? Within maybe a minute and a half later, like this blah blah blah. We just hear like all this noise.
Shit.
We're like, what the fuck? And we look over, and Adam's getting the shit beat out of him. Like, he's just, like, fighting this guy. So you walk in the bar, and there's, like, this hallway, and then you turn, and there's the main room, and then you get your drinks in the back. Like, it was a small place. Okay. And so, like, the fight spills out into the outside where all the comics hang out because we're too loud to be inside.
Sure.
And so, like, we're like, what the fuck? Like, it was the craziest shit ever.
Two dudes fight.
Yeah, we're just watching Adam, who just showed up, fight some fucking guy. And so, like, we were just like, but then, like, bigger people than me that were comedians jumped in and, like, separated him or whatever. And so, like, what had happened was, he walks in, he's like, in the hallway is where, like, the comics will hang out if you're going to watch someone's set or if you're up next or whatever, right?
Right.
So he walks into that area. And then, in between each comic, that's when, you go from that area to the back or the back to there or, like, whatever. You don't really move around during people's sets or whatever, just to be, like, respectful. And it's 3-minute sets each, so it's, like, it's quick. And so, like, he's standing there waiting to go to the back, and he just notices some chick pointing at him, yeah, that's the guy. Like, that's the guy, to, like, this big dude. And the guy's like, okay, during the comic set, I don't even know who was on stage. He just sees this, and he said that he was like, he went like me, like you're pointing at me, like type of thing, and he just sees the big ass dude just get up and just fucking walk right at him and just bam, like just like in the middle of the show, dude, dude, I wish I knew who was on stage. Just imagine you're just telling some dick joke and then just blammo, like right next to you, just like all of a sudden this fight breaks out.
Stop talking, start commentating. Hits him with the right hook, and he goes down. Somebody should maybe break this up.
Dude, so what had happened was that chick had said that he like grabbed her pussy like as she was coming out of the bathroom or some shit. Yeah, to her boyfriend.
Was that at all true?
Like, he just showed up. He just showed up. Like, all of a sudden he's getting beat up.
I know this guy on stage. What, me?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he just got beat up. Dude, I don't even know if he went up that night.
No, I don't think so. Dude, he showed up and got punched in the mouth and going the fuck home. I'm like, dude, going up with a broken face. Did he look okay, or did he get fucked up? Because it sounds like he wasn't. He got rocked pretty good, but he's not like this. He's not like my size or nothing. So like he was fine. Dude,
but yeah,
punches you in the face. Like, dude, like your face is like. I've been punched in the face. It's now fun, dude.
No, I've never been knock on the wood, but like, yeah, dude, that shit had me fucking dying. Because it was funny, because like, Sean and I took a picture, and it's like a live picture, and so you could almost see, like, right when it ends is when the fucking thing comes out, and so like you could almost
so you see people kind of like
you see us at the end of the live, like look over, and like, but like it's nothing where we go like, oh, but like it's not like that. It's just you just see us look over, and like that was the fight. But I think it's just. I forgot where I was going to go with that. Oh, yeah. So I post that picture of me and Sean on Instagram, and, like, I was just like, or on my story, and I was like, right before fucking, and I tagged him, got his ass kicked for, like, whatever. And then the guy who runs that show, like, responded, like, dude, like, 19 hours later. Like, he saw it, like, 19 hours later. Hey, man, take this down, not cool. I'm like, bro, like, 600 people have already seen it. Yeah, like, dude, like, dude, like, come on, bro.
It's on the dark web now,
it's way too late, dude. But there's no videos of it, and I was like, fuck, dude, it'd been so funny if, like, this dude had this video of him getting, like, fucking popped.
Just blasted in the face. Unprompted.
Dude, like, what would you do? Like, if you showed up to, like, the fucking thirsty ox.
Some dude drilled me in the face? See, I'm a pretty nice guy. Like, if I didn't know what was happening, I'd probably just get drilled in the face and be like, what the fuck just happened, dude? No, I didn't grab any pussy. I'm married. Fuck is wrong with you?
I just
you know what I mean? Like, I'm a pretty gullible, like, hey guys, like, what's up? Bones it, like, me?
Yeah.
Boom! Like, oh yeah, we're fighting now? Like, dude, at that point, after you get drilled in the face clean, you're probably just like covering up because you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you think this guy maybe like knows you from comedy, or like she's like, hey, that's that comedian, or I don't know how she was saying it. Was it in a menace?
I don't know.
Probably in an aggressive way where he maybe knew.
That's where he was like, me? Like, what the fuck? Like, and probably the way the guy like just started walking.
Yeah, he like, didn't come over like, hey man, I know you're from comedy.
Nobody walks around during someone's set, which is why I mentioned it. So like him seeing this guy come at him, like there was no way that he was just like, this guy wants to give me a hug. You know, like,
or maybe it's like, hey, maybe I dropped my wallet, or like me, that would be my mind, because like I didn't do anything wrong. So it's exactly that's where I'm like, there's no way he's gonna drill me in the face.
Like, dude, if like that shit went down, I literally like as I'm on the ground, as everybody's pulling him off, I would just be like I did it or something, you know, like
I did do it.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Yeah. Like she sucked my dick too, or like something like that. Like
But he didn't find all this out until way after.
Like after, yeah, because then people were like asking the guy like, well, why the fuck did you just kick his ass? Like he's a nice guy. Like, and the guy was like, he grabbed my girlfriend's puss or whatever, and they were like, I just got here.
Yeah, he's like, I just got here. Like,
and everybody,
your girlfriend is on, but
everybody backed him up. I almost got into a fight there. I think this is actually the closest I've ever been to getting into a fight.
You never been in a fight?
No. Like I've been close, real close.
Yeah,
like real close.
Jokes, I'm surprised.
Real close, but like in high school and like in real life and shit. But like never went down. But like I was there, and this is the night. This is either the night or the night after Kobe died.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
so a little over a year ago.
And so we're out front, and so this like older guy. Who fucking sucks ass, and he decided to throw it out there before the story.
That's all right.
He's a shit ass open micer. He sucks dick. Anyway, and he'll never
kick them when they're down.
Huh? He'll never make it. But anyway, it's just but he sucks. But
got a personal thing with him.
Yeah. Now I still don't know his name.
Okay.
I do. But like no one else will. But no one else. Yeah. Anyway, this guy sucks. But he fucking made some like comment about how like good or something like fuck that guy. And we're talking like I'm in a circle with homies talking about like or like not even homies but like people that I've seen at a couple mics before and we're talking about like fuck like that sucks that Kobe died like shit and this guy comes in like fuck Kobe, like
shit,
rapist
situation.
Yeah, he's like rapist, like all this shit or whatever. And so like, and I was nice about it. I said something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but the guy said something like alleged or like something. And so like I go like this. I was like, oh well, you must know the difference between alleged and convicted, huh, big boy? And I tap him twice on the chest. Dude did not like that. And
I'm sure he didn't.
He did not like that. And so he's like, why'd you touch me? And I was like, you know. And I do it again. It's like this.
That's why I'm like surprised. Like you've never been in a fight. Yeah, I feel like you've been in a fight.
So like this is me not being in a fight before, doing shit like this because I've never been beat up before.
Because it was this frail old man that you chose to.
He wasn't even like frail or nothing. He was like maybe mid-50s.
Oh, okay. That's not old.
Yeah,
that's older. That's old.
Double my age.
Like I'm thinking when you say old man, I'm thinking 70s. So just
no,
to clarify
no.
in the story.
No.
If you were to hit an old man, he's only 55. Makes it less.
He's like 55. Yeah, he's like someone's dad. You know, he's like he's just like someone my age's dad. And it's like this dude started getting in my face. I don't remember what was said or nothing, but I just remember like I didn't say nothing. I stared this dude dead in the face. Like if he swings, I'm swinging, type of thing. Like this is a fight that I could take. You know, like I was like, it's not like I'm fighting some big buff bodybuilder or nothing. Like this is just some guy. I'm like, I could just crack him right in the knee and drop him with an elbow or something. Something, anything. I'm not gonna just like get knocked out. Like this.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
You're confident this guy wasn't gonna knock you out.
Yeah, I might lose the fight, but I'm gonna get some in. And like it just like never went down because the cast man comes out and he's like, "What's going on?" Like whatever. And he like breaks it up. And the funniest fucking thing. So like the guy goes inside, right? And so then Cass is like, all right, you're up next. And I was like, all right. So he sees the guy go in and he goes, all right, you're up next. And I just got there, bro. Like, I just got there. So I go up in front of, like, the fucking crowd, also in front of this dude who's, like, now watching, and I fucking destroy. And then on my way out, the guy, so this hallway is small. I literally walk by and, bam, I shoulder check him on the way out. Like, type of, like, you saw that shit. Like, and I swear to God. No, not hard. Like, just kind of like a.
Hey, man, you still there?
Yeah.
Like, bones it out and I'm like.
I just little bumped him on his shoulder like chump type of thing, right? And so then Cass doesn't put this dude up for like 4 I didn't stay there, dude. I heard from like people who saw the whole thing like later on. Yeah. Cass put this dude up like 4 hours later, like 1 a.m, like when there was no one there and the guy ate shit. And that whole 4 hours he was just thinking about me.
Kobe. Well, that's what's weird, dude. The same was like when
fuck that guy.
Ari did it, where it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why are you talking shit on like a fucking like it's LA, dude?
Well, here's the thing. I mean? He does that for like every celebrity that dies.
I know a lot of fans who say that, and it's like it wasn't right then either. And like now he finally hit somebody that's like, yeah, dude, like
that was
kind of cool that you did that. Because I had other buddies who were big fans, and I like his comedy. But like, the one he said about Aretha Franklin wasn't so cool either.
I mean, I've never seen any of it before. I don't follow that dude. Yeah. The only thing
it's just like you said. It's like. It's of his brand, but again, I think enough people saw the brand and were like, nah,
because he said that he was doing it for like his fans or whatever, but it's like Kobe Bryant's bigger than your fans.
Sure, well, you got to think like, hey man, this is gonna go viral and more than just like his fans.
Wow, what a great sentiment.
And the thing was like, it wasn't a joke. Like, there was no, like,
he literally was like,
line. It was
fuck
just
Kobe.
Like, fuck him. And, like, this guy came up kind of like like a YouTube video version of this guy.
Yeah.
And, like, you're going to, and then people are going to react poorly. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, people don't take too kindly to that. So.
Yeah, fuck no.
But yeah, it's kind of fucked up because I hear he's receiving all these death threats and shit like that. It's like,
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't take it that far.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just like, it's not cool to say, but it's like, you know.
I got death threats during the quarantine.
You did?
Yeah, I told you about this, didn't I?
I think I saw it online, but I don't. Tell me the story. I don't know the details.
So, like, I was delivering for Amazon, and I was just, whatever, people on my Instagram follow me for, like, stupid-ass shit, so I'll, like, roast some shit, or I'll take a picture of something, I'll take a picture of people, or anything, and I'll just put it on my story, whatever. And so, I was delivering in this neighborhood, and I see this big fucking banner, and it was back when, like, everybody, like, graduated, but it was basically just COVID canceled the year, so they're like, all right, you guys are...
Right, they're doing the drive-by.
You're out of here now. No, it was just people would, like, put the signs out. Congratulations, 2020 grad.
Yeah.
And these people had a big fucking...
We had a bunch in our neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. And so they had this big-ass one with this kid's face on it. And, congratulations, whatever the fuck your name is. I don't remember. And a picture of this dumbass kid. And at the bottom it said, like, the high school, and it was Valley Vista High School, which is in the backyard of my high school, Fountain Valley, and it's, like, a secondary school where you go, like, if you knocked a chick up or you stab someone. Like, it's one of those schools.
Continuation school.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. And so I record, and so the best part about this sign is that it said, congratulations, grad, like, Valley Vista High School, with a picture of the kid's dumbass face, and then it says, shit just got real. And so, like, I take a video of this, and I flip it on me, and so I was just like, basically something along the lines of, like, oh, shit just got real. Valley Vista High School, like, where, you stab someone, your grades are so low, you're not even a person, you get knocked up. Shit got real a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all I put on my story. People loved it, whatever. This guy who went to that school, was like, hey, man, that's not cool. and and so he, like, starts getting all these degenerate dumbass homies of his to be like message me, like, you fucking suck, like, all this shit, and, like, we want an apology, like, we demanded. This guy's a SoundCloud rapper. He's like, we demand an apology. This guy starts.
Don't say his name. But
yeah, so he starts.
Tell me on
camera. Yeah, I'm not gonna
give him a plug on camera.
Yeah, fuck no.
Off camera.
Starts smearing my name.
Little,
sure. So he starts tagging me in all his stories. Fuck this guy. I need blah blah blah. I ended up getting, like, a bunch of followers. And, like,
word?
yeah.
See,
not like a bunch. It's not like this dude
like a
has,
noticeable, like, why are people following me? Oh, it's from this.
Dude, I even had this chick fucking follows me, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, it wasn't like, do I know you? But she started replying to my stories, and I was just like, what is this? Are you trying to fuck? Yeah, like, basically, I was just like,
question mark.
You're like, a random chick follows you, starts replying to your stories. You're trying to fuck.
I'm old.
I mean, I have chicks.
You're a young, handsome buck.
I have chicks sliding in my DMs sometimes.
I know. Go ahead. I live vicariously through. I'm an old married man gonna have a baby down the line. So I'm out the game, baby.
This chick. So I was like, "What's up?" I don't remember what I said, but it was basically like, "Trying to fuck." Like, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm not trying to fuck."
Just like you.
She's like, "No, like, I saw this guy." Like, hated you and, like, started tagging you all this shit. This, like, SoundCloud rapper guy who, like, has been trying to fuck me for, like, a while. Like, fuck that guy.
And fuck that guy.
Yeah, she hasn't fucked him. She's just like, fuck that dude.
Yeah, she hates that guy.
Yeah,
so
she hates that
like,
dude.
I like you.
And so she, like, I saw him tagging all your stuff, and, like, I went to your page. You're, like, actually really funny. And so I followed you. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Like, that's what's up. And, dude, and so, like, he's like, if you don't, like, if he doesn't apologize, and so he, like, starts, like, threatening, like, my homies who he knows or whatever. And he's like, if you don't get Galyn to apply, and I'm not replying to any of this shit. He hasn't gotten a single reply from me.
How many times? Like, so he's tagged you in a bunch of shit. He's sent you
a
personal messages. Like
a lot.
So
dude.
that probably made him more mad.
I'm sure. Lot, and I didn't reply to any.
Not dialoguing at all.
Yeah, didn't even open any.
It's a good move, probably.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this guy. I thought this guy was, like, crazy or something. He is.
Dude, you keep tagging somebody and, like,
it's nuts.
Calm the
over
fuck
this.
down.
Yeah, and
so,
I
like, barely went to high school. If you can insult my high school way.
Dude, exactly.
Like, even when I first graduated, I didn't give a fuck about that place.
It was so dumb. And then the best part was that everybody was, like, messaging me, like, dude, like, what you said was true. It's not, you were like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's like, Galyn Nash is out of pocket, like, blah, blah, blah. I have all the videos screen recorded because my homies screen recorded.
You're repping your high school, not even something cool like your gang or
nothing, dude.
Like,
some high school from 5 years
ago.
Bro,
I went to high school. Like, yeah, fucking everyone did, you fucking dumb bastard. Dude, I graduated high school. It's like, yeah, you should have. Jesus. Fucking moron.
And so then he goes on Instagram Live, and so my homie has a screen recorded video of this. He went on Instagram Live with some guy, and they're like pulling out guns, saying they're gonna kill me and shit like
Jesus,
that.
dude,
Yeah,
what
dude.
the fuck?
Yeah, dude, like real shit. And so I'm seeing this like
SoundCloud
fuck.
rapper style, like yo, G Nash,
Nah, nah.
Hey, we coming for you.
Nah, type of shit. They're like
face tattoos.
No.
Damn it.
That would be my weakness. But they were like, fuck
Cry
this.
baby above the eye.
Yeah. They're like, fuck this guy.
RPP.
He's super out of pocket. Like, not cool, man. Like, we
White
work
kids?
hard. Yeah. And so I still didn't reply. And he kept like saying, because there was like a lot of people. It's just like now people are like paying attention. It's like,
Yeah, dude,
what's
with you.
what's Galyn gonna say?
Did you send this to homies? Like out of like, hey, this is kind of getting weird.
No, I didn't. Well, they already knew. They already knew. And so like this dude's like fuck this guy. So like a lot of people. So like this guy went to my high school before he got kicked out and went to this one. So like a lot of people like everyone that follows this guy already knows who I am, type of thing. And
Sure.
so like they're like now people are like invested in this. Like what's Galyn gonna say? Like what's gonna go down? And like
right.
I wasn't gonna reply at all anyway. And so like then the next day he's like, if Galyn doesn't fucking like apologize, then I'm gonna release a diss track on him. And so like now I'm like, well, now I really don't want to reply because I want to see this diss track type of thing. But I was like, whatever. And so this dude like does, right? So I don't reply. And so like the time goes by, the guy releases this diss track, and it literally is called like something freestyle Galyn Nash diss. Dude, tell me why, just because of my fucking name, this dude's song does like 300 times better than, and like this song got like a couple thousand listens. His best song before that, 40.
Nice.
And like, but like the best part about this is that it had
marketing whiz. This guy.
it had nothing. Yeah, exactly. It had nothing to do with me. He didn't mention me once in the fucking
Just
thing.
in the-
It was
in
just
the-
some
in the
random
clickbait.
song.
Yeah,
It was just some song.
clickbait.
It was just one of his. It was just some song. And then
Freestyle that he
yeah,
wrote.
and then like a couple days later, the guy took my name out of the fucking thing. Like it was just a regular song. So like whoever like if you were to go to his page now and like I don't know. I have the kid blocked because I'm like I don't want to have nothing to do with you. But like the kid was fucking weird, man.
It sounds
Like,
super weird. Like you said, he's like repping his high school.
yeah,
Like,
but I'll take it, dude. I'll take. I honestly,
Take the followers.
people were like messaging me, be like, "How does it feel to know that like this dude, like your name, fucking got this dude like this X amount of plays?" And I was like, "It's kind of cool, but at the same time, I was glad it's over." You know, it was really like stressful, dude. I had to like leave work and shit because I was like, he's like, well, I mean, they're fucking like with guns saying they're gonna kill me and
that's why
shit.
I was like, hey, dude, maybe like at that point I probably would have been like, hey, dude, maybe not the authorities, but at home,
No,
like,
yeah.
hey, dude, it's getting kind of weird. What should I do? Like,
There were people that were gonna like the guy kept like so like he started going after like my homies saying that I'm gonna come out and say you guys like rape kids and shit like that, right? And like it's just
like,
it was so weird, man.
well, that's the type of shit where like in this day and age where like saying weird shit like that is like it is effective. Like if they like enough people are like, wait a minute, like what?
Yeah,
Because
but
you are a comedian who do have like jokes that are like, oh, is that fucking? Is
See, he
that
wasn't
how
saying-
really
he wasn't
feels?
saying about
No, he's
me.
not smart enough to actually put those pieces together. But like,
right,
you know what
but
I mean? Like fucking threaten you with guns on the Instagram.
yeah, dude, it was so dumb. I still have the video. I have to find it. I have to find what day it was. That shit was so weird though. I'm so glad it's over though. It was so funny because so many people were like, oh, like, dude, you gotta talk about this on stage, and like, it's not really like that funny. Like, I don't know how like
Yeah,
I don't know how I
no.
could spin it into like an on stage thing.
No, I wouldn't want to give like that. Seems like that was that guy's like main focus for a good portion of time.
Yeah,
So like if you
yeah.
gave him any sort of attention, it would be like
Longer.
it was like Eminem responding to Nick Cannon. It was like, did you really need to?
He didn't though.
He's mentioned him a few times. in
Oh,
songs
yeah.
over the years,
I feel-
where it's
I
just
feel
like
what you're
Nick Cannon is like he's always been like 50
Disney
Cent says
ass.
it's just like 50 Cent says it's like the motherfucker's majorly corny. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like that's pretty true. Like
Yeah.
and then after he goes after MGK, makes a little sense, and now he's wearing pink and making Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, but I think it's fucking hilarious that like the only thing that I could have thought of that was like a joke is that like the guy was like, we're not like that, like type of thing, like because I said like they stab people, get pregnant, blah blah blah, and then they're like,
prove your point.
and then they're like, yeah, like we're gonna kill you. I'm like, I know, like what a shocking thing coming from that high school.
A
Like,
fucking retard that like is repping his high school.
yeah, dude, it was fucking careful. They might come after you now, but like dude, that shit was you're gonna get like your dog's head on like a post or something. You'd be like, I called him a retard.
Dude. Yeah, that word's a no-no. There he went full TikTok, let's say. I mean, yeah, it's just weird, dude. I wouldn't put any effort into like.
was
This
just
dude
weird.
insulted my high school, and it wasn't even specifically him. It was just his high school. All right, dude. You didn't have like a rivalry in school, or
The best part about that is that, so, a lot of people from like that town follow me, and so like it got to the guy who's fucking poster it was. Like, the kid whose face was fucking on it, and the kid thought it was hilarious. And so the kid thought it was fucking hilarious.
He nailed it. It.
The kid's going to, like, the Navy. I talked to him a little bit, and he was like, dude, I know it was a fucking joke. And, like, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was
you mean the
hilarious.
comedian made a joke? Like,
yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
It got death threats. But it was just, like, it was just so weird, because I was like, fuck me, dude. Like, of course, like, me. You know, it's like, God damn it. Death threats over this? Like over something real, at least.
Like, I've been in a bunch of fights, like, definitely have a losing record, but, like, I've had death threats, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's fucking pretty
But that's
wild.
the main point that I was trying to make, is that, were they really going to kill me? Like,
no,
probably not.
I don't think so, but that's still pretty fucking wild, dude.
Like, most death threats are empty.
People have so little going on in their life that, like the amount of effort dude put into, like, hating on you, it's like, I got a job and shit, dude. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck.
There was
maybe
also
I'd say, like,
COVID.
hey, fuck this guy. Yeah, I guess that's
so, like,
true.
people really weren't, and this was, like, height of COVID. Like, this happened in, like maybe May. Like, nothing was really going on.
Yeah, he had a lot of downtime.
Everybody
maybe
did,
got
yeah.
a job.
No, he
found
definitely
somebody
didn't.
else that actually insulted him, and he's like, you know what? Fuck this guy.
Yeah, dude. They're so dumb.
Well, right on, dude. Let's switch gears into your podcast, man. You've been doing that, what, like a couple years now, right?
Yeah, like, going on third year right now, or since 2018.
Sweet, yeah. Congrats on that. Dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Thanks. Thanks for coming on. I forgot what episode. I think it's 76.
Yeah, dude. Something like that, dude. It was kind of the inspiration.
It was 78.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
That's about right. Because, yeah, I had a blast doing that, and I was kind of like, man, I should do this more often and do this, man.
Yeah.
You have a pretty big reach with that, doing, we've had huge names on, and, like, it's a fun show. Like, I had a blast doing it.
I don't want to suck my own dick, but we're in
no, by all means.
45 countries. I think we're in, like, 255 California cities, all 50 states. Like, it's fucking, like...
Congrats, dude. That's great, dude.
I look through some of that shit, like, every once in a while, and I think it's fucking hilarious to see, like how many people are listening in, like, Afghanistan, and just, like...
Word.
Like, listening to,
like
the
American troops, like, lifting
probably,
out there?
Probably, but, like, in my head, I was high when I saw it for the first time, and I was like, oh, dude, some dude's, like, swatting flies, like, listening to me complain about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening, dude, but he's like,
what's AC? And it's like, I'm just complaining about...
cow patties, like, ah.
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, how long the line is at In-N-Out, and the guy's just like, I've never had a burger. Yeah, dude.
It's a California thing, right?
Yeah, dude, I think it's fucking funny. And people ask, you know, like, do you like watch what you say? I'm like, fuck no, dude. Like, I just do the same shit I've always done. You know?
No, it was loose. That's kind of like I said, doing this. I was like, just keep it loose, kind of how you did it. And, like, you just kind of talk for an hour, and it goes by pretty goddamn quick.
Yeah.
You know, do you have like a notable guest that stood out to you? Because you've landed some pretty big names, dude.
Yeah, Trevor Wallace, Mark Norman, I'm coming up on episode 100. I've just been sending fucking DMs, bro, to, like, every big...
Is that how you land? You just, like, hey, I do this show, I'm Galyn, I'm a comedian?
No, like, a lot of... So, like, I know Trevor, I've met Mark, we've, like, all these...
Okay,
like, all,
so you met him at, like, doing gigs?
Yeah,
and, like, hey, would you want to do my show?
Or, like, you know, we've talked, hung out, and then, like, later on I hit him up about it, type of thing.
Cool.
Like, I've never, like, just fucking sent it to, like, random people that I don't know.
Right.
Except for episode 100, you know, like, fucking, I'm just shooting that shit off. Like, because I'm trying to get someone,
you built a big enough thing where it's like, I
should be able to land someone fucking...
Sure.
Someone big, but we'll see who I get.
Cool, dude. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So who was the guy? I guess because you met him first, it wasn't as surprising. But was there one that was just like, man, I can't believe I got to fucking sit down and interview that person? Like Mark Norman's fucking.
Yeah, that one was fun. That there was like a little mix-up too. Like you could see in like if you listen to it, like you could tell how nervous I am. But it's also But it's also because of like. One, we weren't doing it face to face. We were doing it over speakerphone, so I couldn't even see the guy's face.
Oh, right.
Fuck, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, and so like there was like we were supposed to do it. So we were doing it at 5, right?
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't forget, but I didn't take into account that this dude lives in New York, and so we didn't specify New York time or whatever time. And so like just in case, I set all the shit up like at 1:30 my time, and I was like, all right, cool. Like just in case it happens at 2. Now it's like 1:45. He hasn't said anything. I'm like, okay, cool. So maybe he thought 5 my time. All right, for sure. So I go up. I see some shit on Instagram. I'm like, all right, dope. So I start jerking off upstairs. I'm like,
I'm mid-stroke, man.
I'm midway fucking jerking. And it's the part where, like, you know, it's like I'm past the halfway point where, you know, now I'm
this has to happen.
Now I'm holding my breath, the type of shit. Like, you know, like, it's not the beginning where you could breathe a little bit. Like, dude, like, ring, ring, ring. My fucking phone starts ringing. And I was like, oh, shit. And, like, and it fucking, I hadn't had his number yet. So he wasn't in my contacts yet. So, like, he only had my number. And so, like, it just has a New Orleans fucking thing. And I was like, this has to be him. So, like, my dick's in hand. I answer it. I'm like, what up? And he's like, Galyn, what's up? And I'm like,
that's a good impression.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, you ready to go? And I'm like,
yep.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right I am.
Yeah, dude.
Just 1 second, Mark.
Yeah, so like I ran downstairs like in my boxers.
With my dick in my hand.
I actually think my dick was in my hand because I was still hard.
Roommates?
No, I was alone in the house at this time. And so like
we were my roommate. Like, what do you?
Yeah, I'm like you'll understand later.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I recorded the whole thing in like my boxers, so like people are like, "Dude, you sound really nervous." I'm like, "Bro, I was really cold." I was like,
really cold, nervous. Really was a lot.
I was nervous, but yeah.
This nut backed up into my system. That's rad though. How did the interview come out though? Like
it was good. People loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the shit, like the one where, like, I can't believe I'm interviewing this person. Probably that one. Yeah, that one was fun.
That's cool as hell, dude. For sure.
I interviewed a porn star, which was really fucking dope.
Yeah. You told me about that one.
Yeah, that one was fucking sick.
That's cool because I'm gonna interview other people other than comics, so that's cool that you brought that up.
That's what you do, man. Like that's I see so many like comedians with podcasts that don't work out and like all they do is like interview open micers, and it's like, you know, there's only a certain amount where it's like all right, cool, like what's next, you know? It's like,
well, yeah, and not just talk about comedy constantly.
Yeah, dude. So like I've had like
something else.
Baseball players, you know, fucking UFC athletes, artists, porn stars, actors, you just whoever, dude. I'm about to interview a homeless guy. You know,
I saw you do that, dude. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. They probably got great stories.
Great stories, and that's all people give a fuck about.
Yeah.
That's all people give a fuck about.
I see me in bums, dude, because I work in downtown Santa Barbara a lot, and there's a lot of homeless down there. And, dude, the amount of times they come up with, like, jokes. Like, you know, I'll kick them a couple bucks or some food if I have it always. And
what do you mean jokes?
They'll just have one-liners, bro. Just, like...
They'll just come up to you while you're in your car, and they'll just
or
drop
outside
a one-liner?
my car having food, like, when I'm on break at work or whatever, you know? And they'll just be like, hey, man, you got money or food? Like, the other day, this guy came up and asked for, like, heroin. I got the look. And I was like, no, man, sorry, I don't. But I got a couple buckets of food that I gave him. And he was like, oh, cool, man. You want to hear a joke? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. You know? And he says, what do you say to get a fat chick in bed? And I'm like, I don't know what, bro. He's like, piece of cake. And I was like,
I guess.
All right, but like, bro, I had like 3 more bad one-liners like that, and this fool was like homeless. Like he'd been there for a while, asking me for heroin. So it was like, amongst all that, this dude is still like telling jokes and like doing his best to have a laugh and shit. And that just kind of made me think like, yeah, dude, like that'd probably be some good demo to interview and keep it fun, you know?
Yeah. So the guy that I'm gonna get on is this guy. So like he's been on. Like his corner is like right in front of that fucking theater I told you about, and he has been there since I was a kid, like kid.
Yeah,
like,
so
as long as I can remember, every single day, same spot, and he doesn't ask for money. He literally just has a sign. He's like protesting, like something. I don't know what.
Have you ever spoken to him before?
Fuck no, I haven't.
Yeah.
But
some of them, like some of the dudes, I think it might be hard to conduct like an interview maybe because.
I don't know. I feel like I've done it like a while to where like I feel like I could like, and if it sucks, I just won't put it out.
No, I mean like, are they going to be on like mentally stable enough to conduct an interview? I don't mean your style. Yeah, you're a good interviewer, of course, but a lot of the time you're meeting
you're right.
That, like don't have cognitive impairments and are like junkies.
Maybe, dude. I did cross country for a while, like for like 8 years, and like and I remember my freshman year in high school, like the first year I was doing this shit. We were at this race, you know. Coach would be like, all right, after a race, you know, like you go cool down or whatever. We were supposed to be cooling down, but you know, we just fucked around somewhere, and we ended up fucking around at like this like outdoor amphitheater type thing, like in like this giant park that the race was at, and you know, he was just outside of like Coach's view, so we just sat there, and there's this fucking homeless guy there. Damn, I used to know his name. To this day, like, well, not I guess to this day, to yesterday, like whenever
I just forgot it.
Yeah, I just forgot it. Damn! It was like Harold or like Hamilton. I don't remember, but
Homeless Harold was.
Yeah, Homeless Harold.
Yeah.
And he's like, we were like asking him what it's like to be like homeless and shit, and he was just like telling us like how much it sucks dick and like and like how he offered us booze and shit, which we thought was like, we didn't take it because we didn't want AIDS, but like, you know, like or like whatever. But I also like, you know, me as an adult now, I'm like, I don't want to take this dude booze, you know, it's like probably all he's got, you know. He was telling us about like. He had like this little TV thing, you know how like people used to have like little TVs, like portable TVs and shit. And he'd be like, and I was like, well, do you get like good channels on it? He's like, I only get like 2. And he's like, but I get like, he's like, every once in a while, like I'll get to watch Family Guy, and he like started talking about like how like he loves Family Guy and shit like that. And I was like, fuck, dude, like these are real people.
Yeah, well, that's what made me think of like, yeah, do they still like they like that sort of shit? They still need to be entertained. They're, like you said, dude, we do a mic at Port Hueneme Beach, like right on the beach, and there are quite a few homeless people there. And dude, some of them will fuck with us. They'll roll up and like, you know, be strung out or whatever, but like hang out and like laugh and it's like to me kind of cool when they come up and fuck with us and like enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like you said, I remember during this last World Series, there was like a couple homeless people that had like the radio, and that was what they did. You know, it's like you're saying.
Just listen to the World Series.
Yeah, so it's like fuck, they do need entertainment or want entertainment. So
if anyone needs entertainment, it's those dudes. They just look at pavement all day.
Sure, dude. So I think it's a good idea, man, to try and interview that dude. I was thinking like maybe doing that, like with this and just interviewing dudes like on the streets and be like, hey man, you got any fucking bad one-liners?
Yeah, you just got to think about like what's gonna be like not an interesting conversation to hold, but what would people like? What would I listen to? You know, like
just crazy shit like that.
Like if I listened to, you know, if Joe Rogan interviewed some homeless guy, I'd probably listen to it. Yeah, I'd probably listen to it.
Trains and all that crazy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
like you know, like those are the people that like I like crazy stories. I like listening to people tell like crazy stories, or like you know whether it's you know getting booed off stage by a fucking hardcore biker gang or anything, bro. Like I hate like when I listen to like a stale podcast, I'll turn that shit right off because you could tell who has like lame ass stories. A homeless dude definitely does not have fucking. You know how much crazy shit goes on. Like no good story has ever started with some dude just watching TV on his couch. It's you know you're always outside, and those dudes are always outside.
Always doing shit. Yeah, it's just a matter of like. That's what I think maybe comedians are a little better or more natural at the podcast because they just kind of know how to put it in a storytelling form.
Sure.
Somebody can have good stories and just be dog shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's that guy that is like super interesting and like knows all this shit, but it's like told in like an academic fucking ass way where you're like, bro, I'm fucking out. Like you're in this crazy exotic place doing all this cool shit, but you're telling it like a fucking square. And it's, you know what I mean? Like I've met people like that, like especially in college. Like you meet like a professor or somebody and tell you the story, and you're, like it's over, and you're like,
that was it.
I don't know what to do with this, man. It fucking like wasn't that good. You know?
That's funny. Yeah,
or your boss at work tells you a story, and you're like,
you gotta go with it.
Sweet, man. Like, I need to get back to work here, dude.
I'm fucking dead.
Well, sweet, dude. We've been going pretty long. Like, do you have anything else you wanted to plug or anything?
No, it's just kind of the podcast.
Cool stories that you have. You want to throw in there? You covered some pretty good shit, I think.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Off stage by Mongols. Would you say? Let me ask you this. I've been asking everybody this. Was that your worst experience on stage? You'd say, or is there an even worse? Because that was pretty bad. That's why I've been asking everybody, like, what's your worst moment thus far?
As far as me being...
Or maybe in the podcast, dude, if you had something that just, like, fucking went completely south that you're like, oof.
Well, there's those. There's those, but those don't come out.
All right, no, let's stick to the mic.
Then, fucking dude, like, as far as me being on stage and, like, what was going on, yeah, I'd say that was the worst.
Thing was
like, what was going on. But I don't think it was my worst bomb, because there were people enjoying it, even though I did get booed off stage. So like technically that would like it'd be like getting kicked out of a game or something. So it's like you got DQ'd, so like that's the one. But like I bombed at the fucking Ice House.
Ooh, okay. And like, that's a bigger room.
Yeah. Well, it was the side room, and there's only 20 people.
Oh, okay.
But like, dude, so what had happened was this host chick. I don't know if I've told you this story. I've told it on my own podcast, but like that's why I was like, should I tell it? But like, this is yours. I'll tell it.
Yeah, go ahead. I've never heard this.
Dude, so this chick's hosting this show, and it's like a bringer show, but like I didn't have to bring anybody. Okay. And it was for this guy, this headliner, who I'm not gonna say his name, but he fucking sucks. Like, dude, he bombed on his own show.
National headliner?
No, a far stretch. You know, like
I was just wondering. I mean,
never heard
too much details.
Never heard of this guy, but it was just like a. I don't know. He sucked. It was so bad.
It was
anyway,
a bad show.
It was a bad show. And so like the way this so Dom was on this show.
Okay.
So like Dom and I were both on this show. This chick is hosting the show. Has no idea what she's doing. She puts the lineup together. She puts me following some fucking like dark one-liner guy who also sucks, and he fucking bombed the worst I've ever seen anybody in the world bomb, dude. Like this dude got as close to saying the N-word without actually saying the N-word as humanly possible. White guy. Like, as hard as possible. Like it was to the point where like when you.
I'll ask you off camera if I have a name.
You don't know who it is.
No.
Or maybe you do. I don't know. But you probably don't. This guy quit. Like, he's like he's not around anymore. Thank God, dude, I fucking hate this guy. No, because of this, dude. Because of this, dude. Like dude.
Yeah. So he's setting the stage just horribly for you. You're following this guy.
I'm following this guy. And so like when someone bombs, usually people are like, all right, cool, like on to the next one, whatever you tried. Dude, the crowd did not want to be there anymore. They were now so over it. They were like,
so you said they were dark jokes.
Well, and then it was also, you guys don't think this is funny? Fuck you, blah, 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 type of shit. And so like, yeah.
And you do shitty jokes and then berate the audience.
That's him. That's him.
That's a good technique.
Or then it was like, this fucking sucks.
You guys suck,
he was
not me.
drunk as shit. Yeah, exactly. Nice. You guys suck, not me. That's exactly what this dude's MO was.
Crowd, not me, man.
Yeah, and so he gets off stage, and the host goes back up there, this chick. If someone bombs, whatever, you reset the room, do a couple jokes, do some time, reset the room. Dude, this chick goes like this. I swear to God.
Up next.
She goes like this. Even worse than that. She goes like this. The worst thing you could possibly say. She's like, wow, you guys really hated that guy. That means you're really going to hate this next guy. Give it up for Galyn Nash. Yeah, dude.
You hate her too? Because that's like one of the worst intros I've ever heard.
I don't like, I don't, we used to be, now it's, don't talk to me. But like dude, I literally stood there. Man? I literally stood there thinking that she was just fucking around, and she's like, and then she was like, "Come on," and I was like, "Oh my God!" And so I go up there, and like, the first couple jokes bombed, and then there's that AA joke that I do about my mom that always gets a fucking laugh.
Yeah, and I know that joke.
It does get a laugh this time. Okay. I'm like, okay, dope. And then everything else, nothing. It was so I thought I had him. I thought I had him back, and then no. And like I'm not gonna blame my bomb on all that shit. Like it definitely didn't help. But I mean, I bombed. It's me. Yeah. I'm the one up there with the mic. I bombed. But like it was just so bad, and like all the circumstances around it, I know that completely it wasn't 100% my fault type of thing. Dude, I remember getting off stage and fucking, I just like walked out the back, and like I remember that guy was just like, that was pretty good, like type of thing, like talking about his own set. And I was like, dude, you fucking. I laid into it. I was like, you fucking suck. That was the worst shit ever. Yeah, I couldn't wrap my head around this. Yeah, I could not.
Good, right? Right, Galyn?
Yeah, it was so bad. He didn't get a single laugh.
You saw that, right?
The whole time, he didn't get a single laugh. And like, then he was
trying to like. Did he ask you, or you just overheard him say this, and you were like, "Listen here, motherfucker."
I was standing next to him, and he was like, that was pretty good. And I was like,
shut the fuck up.
And so like, I fucking went off on this dude. I was like, you fucking suck. That was the worst fucking shit I've ever seen.
He got no laughter. Like,
he got zero laughs. Zero laughs.
And you said he was criticizing the audience.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it was so bad.
And then had the audacity to be like, that was pretty good.
Yeah. I fucking laid. He's not around anymore. But like, and I'm not gonna say it's because I went into him like this, but I fucking went off on this guy, and then I just left.
Maybe made him realize like what he was. Because I have seen folks like this, like where they're like recapping what had just happened, and
like, were you watching the same thing?
It was like, what?
Yeah.
But I don't have the balls to say that, dude, because like even with like
I was pissed just because I just bombed, so I was like, now
I probably would have walked away just mad.
I get mad. No, I got pissed. I was fucking saying it, dude. I fucking said
it straight to his face. I probably would have went
to
my boy because like you and Dom are real tight, and like or whatever your crew, because there's your acquaintances and then your crew that like you hear this fucking twat say this, and you're like, dude, this fucking guy that said he did,
Yeah, what I mean? No, I laid. I'm like that. I'll fucking say it. I'll just say it, dude.
That's what I was saying. Like you were like, I've never been in a fight. Like, really?
I think it's also crazy. I think like the guy probably didn't even like swing on me because like, I just went into him and he's probably just like, he's probably right, type of thing. Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean. Maybe you made him have that realization.
This guy hates
from
me.
Then on,
this guy hates me because of that, though. He didn't swing on me then, but like he hates me because of that. I know that because I've heard people who know him say that like, yeah, he still talks about that night. You fuck Galyn, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, whatever, dude, fuck you.
But he doesn't do comedy anymore?
Not that I know of. Yeah, no, I think he quit. But thank God. Yeah, afterwards. Dude, I remember, so like right after I laid in this dude, I walked away. And I just like, I bomb walked, and I just started just walking down the street to Pasadena. And I walked into this Del Taco. And I walk up to the front counter.
More and more depressing.
Yeah, and
the story goes on.
I'm standing in front of the counter, and I'm just looking at this guy behind the counter. I don't even look at the menu. I'm looking at this guy like straight into his face, and the guy's like, dude, the guy was like, can I get something started for you? And I was like, I don't even know I'm here right now, dude. And I turned around and I fucking left. And just like
neither do I.
Yeah, dude. The guy was probably
story of my life, bro.
And then Dom calls me. He's like, dude, where you at?
He was at the show, you're saying, right?
He performed.
Right.
He fucking destroyed.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
because he went up before us.
Before all that
he
bullshit.
went up before all that bullshit, and he
snuck
fucking
in there. Isn't that funny how that works?
He
dude?
leveled the room, dude.
Nice, good for him, dude.
Best I've ever seen him do. Destroyed it. And
Hell
so like that whole time, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, dude, fuck yeah, dude, like yeah. Like,
you and Dom perform together a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like he does what you're like usually. Yeah. Like, oh, this will probably be
a good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like then that went down, and it's just like it's like as if the lights just like it just like the Ghost of Christmas Past just sucked the life out of the room. Like it was just
dude,
so bad,
that's
bro.
That's what I mean. Like there's certain things because I'm still relatively new, dude. Like 2 years in, and I'm learning a ton of stuff with each new big opportunity or even small opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I haven't hosted yet myself, but I've been introduced poorly, or I've seen bad hosts where it's like, hey man, it's your fucking job right now to fix this, to fix this shitty fucking energy that this fucking asshole just left. Like fix it. And that's what I realized. Like, oh, so good hosts do that. Or like just somebody who's a bad host, it doesn't have enough experience to reset, or at least attempt to, to be like, and then to not be like, oh, you hated that guy? Well, this guy's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, dude, I was so pissed.
Damn, dude.
I was so pissed. It's a funny story now, but back then it was not funny.
That's how it always is, right? Like while you're bombing, you take it out on like a guy at Del Taco.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I was completely out of line, man.
I was nice to the guy.
I know what you mean, but like,
dude, it was
like that one guy. Maybe you wouldn't have. Like, if you just ate a bag of dicks, right, and then the host reset it properly and you had a good set, like, maybe you
would never even talk about this story. Yeah.
Or not just that, you wouldn't have, like, been like, dude, you fucking suck, and let me tell you why. 1, 2,
I would not have done that.
That one joke you do, trash, dog.
Yeah.
I hate you, I hate your face.
Yeah, dude.
So, I mean, but I don't have the balls. Like I said, I don't have the balls to say that, but I have heard comedians and open mic, like, even in L.A. or just around, like, overhearing, like, yeah, that went pretty well. I'm like,
yeah, you're insane.
Dude, that was terrible. Dude.
Yeah.
Because I've been I go to a lot of the LA, I'm still new, so I'll do the lottery mics and usually not go up. So I'll just be there and I'll talk to guys like Willie Simon who runs
I fucking love that dude.
Yeah, he's great, dude. He's been up here. I met him here and I've talked to him there. Just again, you go down there to network and you're personable. So dude, even if you don't go up, you do that. But then I was just standing next to him talking. He works there. He's like everyone knows Willie, right? And I'm just overhearing people talk like, yeah, that was pretty good. And I was like, we both kind of looked at each other like, what? Dude,
one time I was doing the Hollywood Improv, the mic, and this guy that I don't even remember this dude's name, but I got this. Oh, I do. I'm not going to say his name. You probably know who he is. He did. So I hosted this show in Manhattan Beach, the Summers Bar show.
Right. Yeah, you told me about that. Everything kind of went fucky before I could come down there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a good run. It was 8 months every Wednesday. Craziest shit ever would happen. It was such a fun, great show, dude. So this guy did my show, and then he was like, whenever you come to the Hollywood Improv mic, just let me know, and I'll make sure you get up. And so I was like, all right, for sure. And so this one night that I would happen to be in Hollywood up there because I was doing roast battle that night at the Comedy Store, and so I told the guy, and so I was like, all right, for sure, let's get in towards the end of it, whatever. And I was like, because he said I'll see what I could do because it was a poppin' night. Sure. He was like, whatever. And so then you see the chick reach in there and pull my name out.
Right. I always wondered about that. I don't know if you're giving all this away, but I was like, that motherfucker just got here. Definitely wasn't waiting in a long ass line. I've been here since 3.
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
Yeah.
But I knew how this worked, bro.
Yeah, you gotta know.
To be like, hey.
It's not all like that.
That's why I've always stopped, bro. Like, no, I understand, but to meet the right person, right? Just behind the scenes, I know you, and you introduced me, hey, this is a nice, and then you come across not as a social pariah, you are hey, I'm so and so, I'm trying to meet, and they're more inclined to be like, hey, let me do what you just said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I get up there. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so, in my head, I was like, all right, I can either do a set right now. It was packed. I was either do a set right now, or it's like, dude, this is the worst ever. I've never told this before, dude. Because I was hoping that people were going to forget. I go up there, dude, it was so bad. And I was like, all right, well, I'm on roast battle tonight, so I'm going to run my roast jokes. Dude, everybody was like, fuck you. Everybody was like, blah, blah, blah. People waited here all day. They're going to fucking waste a spot, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, well, let me do a fucking set then. And I wasted 45 seconds with people just booing me and
booing
shit.
You and getting mad.
And so then I had to follow that up with my fucking set.
And everyone went out.
It went okay. Yeah. It wasn't terrible. I because of that, I ended up not working any new jokes. I went with show jokes and
at that point I did.
I have to do something, and so I did good. but like they definitely weren't gonna put me on a show right after I'd been like, I'm gonna run these roast jokes together at a that I'm doing a show tonight at a rival club. Let me fucking.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Dude. That's hilarious. They're like, oh, fuck this guy for real, dude. Oh, holy shit.
He's on a show at a rival club. Let me just use this for practice.
This 3 minutes. Yeah. And, like, all these other assholes been waiting outside for hours, dude.
Dude, I remember I got back to the table and my homie Aaron was like, he's like my LA guy, and he was like, fuck you. And I was like, what?
Is he the dude that got you the spot?
No. He's just like, he's like my good buddy. He runs do you know Stupid Resumes, the meme page?
No.
It's like the #1 most related followed page on Instagram. He's got like hella followers on Instagram. And he's like, it's like whenever we go somewhere, like I go with him and he goes with me and shit. So like he's seen all my shows at the Comedy Store. I've seen all his. Like it's like
what's his name again? I'm sorry.
Aaron Jarbo, super cool guy.
Okay, cool.
Dude. And so like I get back to the table and he's like, fuck you. And I was like, what? Why? And he's like, you said you were gonna get up like at the mic, and so I was like, all right, dope, like I'm gonna put my name in, maybe I'll get up too. And then you go up there and fucking embarrass yourself like that for no reason. And I was like, well, I didn't think that.
Yeah, it wasn't no reason I wanted to run those jokes. Dude. I'm worried about later. I want to win.
It was so funny, and he was like, so I was trying to like explain myself, and he's like, shut up, fuck you. And I was
that's what the homies see. That's what's cool with like, with your homie, like how you went hard on that like stranger. I would never do that. But my boy, like, fuck yeah, dude. I'd be like, hey man, you're a real piece of shit for what you
do. Dude. He was like,
don't talk to me the rest of the night.
I don't want to hear it,
dude. Yeah, I'd be that same way. And we'd hang out the rest of the night, but I would speak my mind like, hey, you're a real piece of shit, dude.
Dude, and then that roast battle. So we went to he came over to the Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store,
yeah. I fucking lost. It's like I was like, maybe I would have won if I ran my jokes, but
right. That's what I won for no reason, man. I'm trying to explain. Like I don't give a fuck.
That night it went to a crowd vote twice, and I fucking lost. But that's okay. That's one thing I want to bring up.
The roast battles because you kind of do like having like. I mean, I don't like it. I did it once, and what happened?
Did you do it at the store?
No, not. I've never even performed at the store. I've been to the store, but only got on a lot of mics and never get picked.
Sure.
That's usually most of the time. Like, I've never been on the improvs. Like I've always go to the lottery to get picked.
You never gone up? You're not even on the mic?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. And like I'll stand there for hours and like, you know, and I get it. It's like paying dues. Like there's no
right.
Like, and that's why I don't go there too often because around here, like, I know I'm gonna get time. Whereas like down in LA, I do all that. And, like I'll do a slotted mic. I'd break it up. Like usually do the run of like. Hollywood Improv and then go to Bert's and then one or two
just so you
mics.
Get up at least once.
Yeah, at least once and work material because like going all the way down there and then come back to the wife being like, yeah, dude, I just like hung out with Willie and Galyn and it was like, oh, you just hung out with people for 8 hours? Like, cool. You know what I mean? So it's a little different for me. Like I understand paying dues, but I also have a wife, so I have to navigate that.
Right.
It's like, you know.
No, the roast battle's fun.
I respect that. What's that?
Roast battle's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying, how do I like it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the question. So do you like write? Because it's a specific writing style.
I don't.
Right?
I don't like. So like, I don't really do it anymore. Like, so like I did one at the Comedy Store during during COVID with my boy Nate Welch, funny dude, and I lost that one too. And so like, it was just like. But like, and I retired after this loss. Like after that, the Hollywood Improv night. After that loss, I retired 0-2 because it was just like, dude, both of them. It went to a crowd vote twice, and I lost. And I was like, not only did I like just dedicate like 4 months to writing jokes about this guy that I could have been writing jokes for my own set type of thing.
Right.
But like, it was just like I was like, fuck, dude, because like I went like I focused on the battle instead of focusing on my sets. And back then I was doing shows like all the fucking time.
Right.
So, like,
yeah. You did a lot of shit, dude.
And so like I was running like. The same set on shows like every fucking night, so I wasn't really writing as much as when you're grinding open mics, you're writing all the fucking time.
Of course,
I can't say the same shit I did last week.
Well, on a roast battle, you're specifically like, I'm gonna be fucking mean to this one guy. Right?
So for months, you're writing jokes about one guy that are now expired as soon as that fucking shit's over. Unless, there's been a couple times where like. I've said a couple jokes about like Nate, and then he might incorporate into a set. Like I said. So he's this bigger dude, like, and he used to be a bouncer, and so, like, I think my opening joke was, like, Nate was a bouncer for 13 years, now the only thing he bounces are his titties. It's like, and so he's like,
I just don't like doing those jokes, though, unless I know Nate so well that like, I know he'll be okay with it, because if like, I really hurt Nate's feelings, I'd be like, you okay, right?
Oh, dude, trust me, there's no hurting people's feelings. Yeah. Dude, this shit, like, the roast battle, like, back when, like, so I did 2 of them back before COVID, and, packed out belly room. I've seen some fucking savage shit.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. I see people say like mean shit, and I guess maybe because I'm kind of soft and somebody said that shit, I'd be like, Dude, what? Like,
Dude, like,
I mean, I'm just a bitch, I guess.
I can't even like, dude, like, I can't even remember. There was this one, fuck me in the ass, bro. It was this chick. I know. So her name's Kelsey, and like, but I can't remember what her joke was. I remember who it was, like, and I could picture the moment vividly. She fucking, this chick like had a rebuttal, right? Like she threw like this rebuttal at her, and this chick just fucking grabbed that shit and slam dunked it, like ended this bitch's career, like destroyed her, dude. The whole dude. No, she didn't start crying, you know, but like the whole room was destroyed. Like this chick got like a minute laugh break, like a hard, like everybody, like I myself couldn't breathe. It was just like, because it was like, you know,
it's over.
You look back up at the chick she just said it about, and you're like, oh no! And then you fucking start dying. Dude, it was like, roast battle was the best, but like, I didn't really like the whole, like, the writing process, and then, you know, it is kind of nervous. I remember the first battle I did, I was drenched sweating, bro. Drenched sweating. And I spilled on my hoodie. And the belly room is fucking hot, dude. It's like, you know, I went with like a jacket, and like, I remember even Jeff Ross was like, why the fuck are you wearing a jacket? And I was like, I sweat. You know, I couldn't, like, there's nothing I could have said, you know?
I spilled something on myself,
yeah,
bro.
Dude. It's like, it was
like in front of Jeff Ross, dude.
Yeah, both times. So it's funny because it's like, you're either gonna, you know, kill it in front of your, you know, your heroes, or you're gonna just bomb miserably and they're not gonna know who you are. But like, luckily for me, I didn't like, we didn't both, like, basically people take it too serious sometimes, and they're like I have to win, like blah blah blah. But like, it's what people don't realize is it's a show still, and people fucking, like, it's a sold out room. People paid money to see the show.
Yeah, and you're getting exposure and shit.
They don't want like people take it too serious, so they get mad, or like, you know, or they'll get bummed out, or like whatever. They'll like take it too personal, or like whatever, and like they'll just like take shots and shit. Like, it's not like the bet. You don't want to, like, if you and I were roast battling, and I fucking just destroyed you, or you destroyed me, that's not what you want. You want a good back and forth, because that's what makes it better. You want the other person to do good too, and then at the end have like one monumental joke from one of us that like caps it off, because they're gonna remember the battle. They're not gonna remember the individual. And so like people, and so like it's funny because people are like, I want to destroy whoever. And like, you don't. You really don't. Like, you both want to do fucking great. Like, because I've seen so many times where like my boy Ken on that same night fucking destroyed this guy, and it was the first battle of the night. Destroyed this fucking guy. This guy that he battled fucking just, like, I don't know what happened. Like, he just fucking like just got destroyed. And like, and it was just like, it was funny for all the comics, but like, it was just kind of like whoa, like, this guy a comic that's up there, you know, type of thing.
Oh,
you know, it's just like,
dude, you like just felt bad for him. That's what I mean, dude. Like, that's where my emotionals come in. I'm just like, I just feel bad for people, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I've met a lot of super cool people and gotten great opportunities from doing those roast battles. So like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I'll meet these dudes like off stage and like super nice, and they're on stage like telling these really hurtful, mean jokes, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I did it once around here. We had our own kind of stuff. It was obviously nothing like that.
How'd it go?
Well, what happened was, dude, my boy who was producing the show was like, hey, you're going to roast a fellow comedian who I knew, and I wrote jokes about him. And I get there for the fucking show, and I have like, I think there's like 3 rounds, so I had like 4 or 5 jokes, right? And turns out, dude's not there, and he's just like, hey, you're going to roast this guy. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know this guy. I don't even, like, I've met him once. Like, I know he kind of does comedy. I don't really know him that well.
Right.
And it's like, he's seen me perform a bunch of times, so he knows a bunch about me, and like, he's just kind of been in the audience a bunch. Like, I've seen him do comedy once. Like, I don't know anything about this guy.
Right.
So I go up there just like, don't know what to say. I don't know him, so I'm like making fun of his shoes, like, and like, people got mad at me, dude. I think Frank Castillo was one of the judges. Like, there was like famous comedians that got to be judges, and it was kind of embarrassing.
Frank's cool.
Yeah, because it was embarrassing because I looked like a fucking asshole. Like, he even said, and I quote, he's like, I thought I had a bad set because they had a normal show and then the roast battle that they judged. And then I was like, he's like, I thought I had a bad set until
Frank?
I saw you. Yeah, and I'm just like, I just took it. I didn't even
You didn't try to explain?
No, dude, because it was just like
after the show, did you talk to him?
No.
Oh.
No, it was embarrassing. That's what I'm saying. I talked to my buddy who was the other judge who knew me, and he was like, dude, what the fuck happened? Because he knew I was funnier than what happened, because I lost the battle.
You lost?
Horribly. He knew that I was Jewish. He knew all this shit about me. Knew I got.
I didn't even know you were Jewish.
I got married at a park. These are all my bits, dude. So he was like picking out my bits, and I didn't know him. I'd never even seen. Like, I knew nothing about this guy. You can't roast somebody.
Yeah, no, you
know
can't.
What I mean? Like, pull a fan and like.
That's why, you know.
Made fun of his shoes. He had like chicken fried steak on his shoes or something, and I said that.
You roast the ones you love is the fucking.
That's
the
what I wanted to do. I had a bunch of decent jokes for my buddy. And
you should have just done them.
Well, he was this tall white dude, and it was like he's still tall, but he was a Mexican guy. So I did like some so it looks like he smells meth at Home Depot, like, which I thought was a better joke than they gave her credit for on the spot. You know what I mean? He's a skinny dude, but it was like a shitty joke. It was a hacky joke. It was, and he was like, oh, and he got me because he was like a Jewish dude, and I got married. I did get married at a park. He was like, he's so cheap, he got married at a public park, and I was like,
that's pretty funny.
It was. That's why I was like, oh, motherfucker got me. Like, I'm like, just give him a trophy. That's what.
There was a trophy.
No, it was no trophy. It was
just like a beer or something. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it was like.
I was about to say a trophy,
but it was in front of Frank, who I knew and I'd met one other time, and it was like he was literally sitting right there, and I was like, did this half-ass like horrible set. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, dude, he judged the battle I did with Nate over COVID.
Okay.
Or over COVID, during COVID.
Sure.
That shit was so funny. Because, like, my opening thing was, like, why do you want to battle him? And so, like, Nate and I play Call of Duty. And so I was like, oh, Nate and I play Call of Duty all the time, so, like, I'm used to carrying him through a battle.
That's a funny, that's a funny joke,
but, like, I can't say it landed, because, like, it's literally just, like, me, Nate, Moses, and, like, the hosts inside the belly room, because there's no one fucking there. We're just live streaming it to, like, whoever the fuck.
That's cool, man. So have you performed in all the rooms at the Comedy Store?
No, I haven't done the main room.
Oh, okay. That's dope, dude. But you've done, like, on all the clubs pretty much. Like, you've done, like, every time I talk to you, you've, like, hit, like, all these spots. And, like, me, I'm still like, no, dude, I haven't.
Because you're out here, dude.
No, I know. And like I said, a lot of the time I haven't gone out there as much.
You just gotta meet the people, man.
I'm still with COVID 2 years in, so I'm still pretty fresh, dude. No, it's cool. Dude. I've had some good opportunities.
I mean, COVID sucks.
Oh, COVID's been horrible.
Yeah,
we did Levity, dude, and we were giving out tickets, but we got it to capacity, and everyone on the show did well. And, like, I met some people, and, like, momentum was building, and then it just was, like, completely stopped. And then we started doing it again, and I got on a show with Josh Adam Myers and Laura, how do you say her name?
Bates. She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I met her, and they were both super cool, giving me advice and telling me, they watched my set. I actually met Josh Adam Myers. He came to an open mic here, just a field. And I didn't know who he was. I had no idea that he was friends with another comedian. And I'm coming off
Bill
stage.
Burr's show and shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I found out after, and I come off stage. I mean, it's this, not stage.
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
This space.
The space.
And he's there, and he's like, hey, man, good set. And I'm like, oh, dude, thanks, man. You're Jake's friend. He's like, yeah, dude. And then he immediately asked me, like, hey, you know where I can get some good fried shrimp? And I was like, so I didn't think he was, like, a famous comedian or anything, And then I found out. I was like, oh, yeah, he's on F is for Family. And he's done a bunch of shit. And I'm like, oh, he likes my shit. That's tight. Yeah. He likes fried shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Dude, I'm going to wrap this shit up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks for being here, dude. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. This is a dope setup. Yeah. You're a dope guy. I'm fucking looking forward to this shit, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'll make it weird. We'll just end it.
We'll just end it? All right.
Yeah, and I'll just turn it off. Do you want to plug your...